Hello, how you doing? So I can see there's people. WWE Freak Official. Hello, Jamie McKay. Hello, Fortnite Life. Hello, Brian G. Jay's World of Wrestling. Welcome to the Raw live stream. So super excited for this one. We should be getting the second episode of the Firefly Funhouse, the Bray Wyatt Firefly Funhouse. I absolutely loved that first one. I thought that first promo was absolutely brilliant. I know it kind of split a lot of people. I know there was some people that weren't sure. Some people that really loved it. I fall into the really loved it camp. So yeah, really enjoyed that. And then also we should be getting Seth Rollins against AJ Styles. We've got Frugal Jr. kicking off as well. Hello, Frugal Jr. And Lacey Evans against Becky Lynch. Both of those are Money in the Bank matches. So, yeah, we should be getting more build for Money in the Bank. It looks like, though, we might know who is in the ladder matches. There was big rumours, graphics that appeared that showed what this year's lineup was going to be. Or certainly rumoured to be. And yeah, apparently we're not getting qualifying matches. So apparently they're just going to show us who's in it, and that's it. We're just going to have to watch Raw, and they'll tell us, and that's it. So I'm not sure why they're not doing qualifying matches, but that's the rumour. And the other rumour is that there could be an NXT ladder match as well. Now, I'm not going to ruin it for anyone. I'm not going to... wow, Frugal Jr.'s busy. Yeah, I'm not going to ruin it for anyone by telling you who the rumours are. I did do a couple of videos during the week. But yeah, an NXT ladder match. Could you imagine if that's true? Could you imagine if they do that on the main show? That would be a lot of fun. I'm not sure why they would do it, though. And I'm sure it would probably take place on the pre-show, but still... You know, I'd be definitely down for that. Firefly is Bray. Hello, Days. What got you into wrestling, and why did you make the channel? That's a good question. Hello, everyone. By the way, hello, Jamie McKay, Jackson Oak, Alicia Lopez just asked that question. BJK13, Logan Nero, Max Vaters, Brian G, Praneel. The Chicken Bustio, everyone's here. Hello to all of you. So, yeah, the question was asked, why did I start the channel? I've always watched wrestling, and I would watch wrestling, and then I would want to talk about it after. Certainly when you see something like the Firefly Funhouse, you definitely want to be talking to someone about that. You definitely want to be sharing what you've just seen and kind of getting other people's kind of thoughts and opinions. So that's why the channel started, was because I wanted basically to do this. It's really weird when I think about it, because I started the channel to do this. This is what I wanted to do, to talk about wrestling, watch it with you guys, talk in the chat, all of this kind of stuff. But yeah, the figures just really took off. The toys and action figures was never part of the channel. Like, I was doing this. This is what I wanted to do. Yeah, I started collecting them, talking about them more. People love those videos, so I loved making them, and that was it, basically. So yeah, we've only actually been live streaming for a year, but the channel's been around for 3. So... yeah, I wasn't the quickest at getting the live streams going, but I'm glad we did, and it is one of my favourite parts now. Days, I'm going to a WWW event. Wow, what is WWW? Is that World Wrestling Entertainment? Is there a kids magazine in the Philippines? Yes. Have you seen that news? I genuinely think that's big news. And I gotta be honest as well, I didn't even know this, but Kids Magazine hadn't even announced it. WWE Kids Magazine didn't announce the fact that it was available worldwide. They told me about a week ago. About a week ago, the magazine was now available around the world. And they said, when you do the review, because I do one each month, can you mention it? Yeah, no problem. I'll do that. Yep, not a problem. I didn't realise they hadn't said. So they sent a tweet out earlier today saying, as revealed by I felt like ESPN, on Raw, when ESPN announced who the next Hall of Fame inductee. I felt like that. It was as revealed by Wrestling Days, the magazine is now available worldwide. Worldwide! Yeah, making moves, making everybody. Yeah. Bit of Titus O'Neil. That was amazing. That was big news. So, if you go to, there's many places you can go, but if you go to the video I did earlier about the kids magazine, there's a link in that description. And then that will tell you how you can subscribe. And I'm sure if you subscribe to the magazine in America, it works out, I don't know, over a year maybe, over 12 months. I think it works out £3 more than if you was a subscriber here. It's nothing. The difference is nothing. So, yeah, I was really, really impressed with that. I'm genuinely, I wouldn't make it up or lie to you guys. And I'm not. I genuinely was impressed with that price. The fact that it was so close to how much it costs us here. Because I thought it might be some crazy amount, but it's not. It's about the same as what we pay. Just that a little bit more. £3, which is nothing. And you get all the gifts. You get the Wrestling Days article. It's good stuff, man. Good stuff. So, yeah, very excited. If you could sign anyone to WWE, who would it be? That is a great question from Crow Bro. Put yours in the chat, guys. Let me know. Put it in the chat. Who would you sign? I've got to imagine most people are going to say Kenny Omega. Kind of seems like the obvious choice. I'm not sure if it's the one I would go for. I feel like definitely that is in my top 5. But I've got to be honest, I really feel like I would go for Miko Satomura, who was probably the best female from the Mae Young Classic last year. Very experienced. I think she's in her late 30s. She's been wrestling for over 20 odd years. And she is a massive name in the wrestling industry. I don't know if many people know of her in the West. But she's, if you're a wrestler, then you will know about Miko Satomura. And the reason I would bring her in, I do feel like the women's division needs a bit of experience. You've got Mickie James, you've got Natalya, but Miko Satomura is going to bring you a completely different feel, different level of experience. And I just really feel like that would be a big addition to the female roster. So the female roster is not in the best of places, in my opinion. Lacey Evans is very unproven. I do like Becky, but I'm not as crazy about her as other people. I don't think her promos are very good. I really don't think her promos are very good, and her matches are okay. She's had a few great matches, but only a few. And I don't get excited for a Becky Lynch match. I don't get excited when Becky Lynch comes out. I'm not hating. I know it seems like I'm hating, but I'm not hating on Becky Lynch. I think she's perfectly fine. I don't get it. I don't get what everyone's going crazy about when it comes to Becky. So yeah, I don't see that. Charlotte, I think, is a very good heel. I'm quite interested in Bayley, to be honest. I think Bayley has got great potential. And certainly now she's a single star. I feel like they messed up Sasha Banks. She was a brilliant heel. Certainly when she was feuding with Bayley back in 2015, was it? I feel for me it's the women's division that needs focus. I think you've got so many great guys. I don't know if they really need Kenny Omega. Thank you very much, Mr. Horror Nerd. Appreciate the support, my friend. Very, very cool. Thank you. Khalib says he would sign up Max the Fax guy. Yes. Okada. Shannon said, yeah, I could see an argument for Okada, definitely. I think Naito, if you want to talk New Japan, I think Naito would be a great person to bring in. My knowledge of Mexican wrestling isn't very good. I can't tell you about who's in CMLL or AAA. I don't know. I really don't know. Seems like AEW are like doing a lot of recruitment from there. So seems like they've got a good knowledge of what's going on in Mexico. I don't feel like there's a great deal happening in the UK right now. I really feel like a lot of the talent we had has been kind of scooped up by NXT UK. And also, you know, you've got people like Will Ospreay, fantastic over in New Japan. So there's definitely talent out there, but I think WWE have done a very good job of signing a lot of it up. But I would honestly look at the women's roster. I feel like the women's roster, it's not equal to the men's roster. The men's roster is bigger. I think the men's roster has got more stars. And I would just question whether WWE really needs Kenny Omega. And when you've got people like AJ Styles, Daniel Bryan, Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, Brock Lesnar. I mean, the list literally goes on and on and on. They've got so much talent. So much talent. Aleister Black, I'm sure he's going to be a massive megastar in the future. Rey Mysterio. It's hard to know where to fit all of these people in. It really is. Days, Vegan or other mods not here tonight. Yeah, Vegan is apparently running a little bit late. So just waiting for him to turn up, but should be with us tonight. I just watched the mass transit incident on ECW. Never heard about it until the other day. Proper shocking. It's been a long time. I'd have to refresh my memory on the details of that one. Cody, what happened to the beard? It got shaved off on a live stream week ago, 2 weeks ago. Sign up Days so we can have Days versus Becky. Days, I got Undertaker book in this month's Wrestle Crate, which was forwarded by you. Forwarded. Yes. Right. I thought you meant I'd forwarded it. Yes. Now, the guy that wrote that book used to watch the channel, and so he reached out to me and said, would I do the foreword for that? So I was quite happy to do it because I'd had a few conversations with him, and he was very knowledgeable, and he was very supportive of the channel. But I gotta be honest, I don't speak to him. I don't think he really is around much anymore. I think like he's got his own things going on now, so I honestly don't know much about the book. I don't know if it's good. I've never read it. Is that bad? I've never read the book. I never received a copy. I've never read it. So I did the foreword for it because the guy was very supportive of the channel, knew about wrestling, was very passionate about wrestling, and I've seen bits of the book. I'm not saying I've not seen anything. I'm just saying that I have never read the book from start to finish because I've never seen one. So let me know. Is it good? Let me know. Was I good? I can't remember. I can't even remember what I said. You're going back to like 2016 maybe, early 2017. Days, what's your favourite action figure? I would have to say, I get asked this a lot, and I always say the same. Ultimate Warrior Hall of Champions from last year I thought was incredible. There's just nothing I would change about that figure. The only thing I would want is a entrance jacket. That's it. If they could have somehow charged me £5 more, £10 more and got me an entrance jacket, then that would be like a perfect figure. But it might get beaten by the Ultimate Warrior Ultimate Edition that's coming out this year. And also Finn Balor SummerSlam Elite. Hello to that boy who goes ahoy. Spoiler for Avengers, Days is Thanos. That is correct, Jamie. Can I just say as well, what a fantastic job Jamie did for us last week. Absolutely incredible. It's worthy of a round of applause. Round of applause for Jamie McKay. Look at this. Absolutely brilliant work. So, yeah, very, very cool. Obviously, Vegan is back this week, but I definitely didn't want it to go unmentioned of how great a job Jamie did last week. So, thank you very much. Sign the Mrs. Dad, says Aaron Robinson. That's very good. Yep. Days, I got the magazine. Yes! Come on, I knew you would. I knew you would. Brilliant. That took way longer than I expected. It always, I don't know why, but it always does. It always does. I don't know if it's because I'm in the middle of nowhere and the post office is like not the quickest, or if it was something to do with like Easter, or I'm glad it came through, dude. Based on Twitter, Days is actually Bray Wyatt. Yes. Say hi to Eva Marie. No, thank you. No, thank you. When is the Wheel of Fun? It's in about 20 minutes. We're having a nice chilled start to the stream this week. I am just looking forward to Raw. Just genuinely looking forward to Raw. Really excited for the Bray Wyatt Firefly Funhouse. Got my Seth from the WrestleMania giveaway. Thanks very much. Also, I'm an artist and have a drawing I would like to send you. It can be seen on Instagram, Pain Creations. I will jot that down, dude. I sadly do not have Instagram on. I got a new phone, and I don't even have a pen. Oh, this is a disaster. This is a disaster. Let me find a pen. Is there a pen? I don't even have a pen. I'll make a note. I'll make a note on my I can't make a note on my phone. I'll make a note on the computer. Fear not, Pain Creations. New note. Here we go. Note. I will check that out, dude. Pain Creations. Boom. Days, I've waited for a package almost a year and still haven't received it. That one has probably got lost, dude. That has probably got lost. So unprepared. I am unprepared. Days, has Bray Wyatt taken over your Twitter? Kia the Witch and Frugal the Buzzard. Yes. Maybe Bray has Days' old phone. Days, I have just seen WWE is replacing Backlash with Stomping Ground. Yeah, that is true. I saw that before we came on. Now, it seemed like Backlash had been taken away because they were doing the Saudi Arabia show. But then they got the rights. They copyrighted the name Stomping Ground like a couple of weeks ago. And now, like, it's being reported that is now going to be taking place instead of Backlash. So, yeah, let's see. Hopefully it's some kind of cool gimmick, like the Royal Rumble. Hopefully they've got something in mind that's going to be like a... Because I feel that's what they need. They could really do with another pay-per-view that was like the Rumble, but not the Rumble. So hopefully Stomping Ground is going to be something like that. Because otherwise, why would you change the name Backlash if you didn't need to? Like, Backlash is a perfectly fine name. Cal W, hello, my friend. Thank you very much again for the donation. Look at that, there's Frugal. Shout out to Tina Anderson. But can you please add best in the world? Best in the world, Tina Anderson! Yes! Yeah, that's good. I'm into that. There we go. Best in the world, Tina Anderson. This pay-per-view for Curb stomp. If there was only one wrestler on the WWE roster, who would you pick? What for, dude? What am I picking them for? Hello, E-Man. Stomping Ground sounds like something Seth Rollins will definitely be on. Brian Cage, Rey Mysterio against Cedric Alexander. That could be fun. Days, look up Revival. Where? On what? On Twitter or? Actually, do you know what? I can't do any looking up this evening. Sadly, we couldn't do the UFC live stream weekend just gone because of the fact that there was a storm in the area and the storm took out my cable, so I didn't have any way of streaming UFC. And the only way that I can stream tonight is I'm streaming this on my router, and then I'm streaming the wrestling via my phone. So I can't look at anything. I can't look at anything on my phone because then that's going to go wobbly. That won't cope if I am trying to stream that and looking at Twitter at the same time. Yeah, sadly I can't look. I'm a bit trapped, but it's okay. We're going to get through. Worst in the world, Vinnie Mac. Can't watch Raw tonight because I've got school in the morning. Oh, dude. Is there a lot of people back at school tomorrow? Did anyone go back to school today? Or was today like a teacher training day? That sucks. I think a lot of kids have just had 2 weeks off. So, I feel for you. Mr. Gavin, yeah, apologies, dude. Whoa. Meow. Days, do you remember I won from your stream a month or two ago? Yes, I do remember. Are you about to tell me that your prize didn't arrive? Did it arrive? Did you send me your address? There's quite a few people that don't send me their address. Let me go down. I have a full record of... Yes, I can... For those that maybe don't believe that I keep a record, I can tell you that Zykime... Is it Zykime? Zykime Porter won 3 packs of Slam Attacks on the 1st of April, and it was sent. Boom. Anyway, did it arrive? Let me know if they arrived or not, because that would be crazy if they hadn't arrived yet. That was 29 days ago. Shout out to James Barry. Viking Experience versus War Raiders. What would happen, though, to the Viking Raiders? Would they be guest referees? Would they be on commentary? What would happen? Why do you think Alexa keeps doing Moment of Bliss still, despite now being cleared to wrestle? I don't think they've got anything for her. I think they've probably had to put plans in place for her to... I think they had to put plans in place, not knowing when she was going to come back. And now she's back. They're having to see those plans through. So maybe they'll have something for her around Money in the Bank or just after Money in the Bank. But I doubt they had anything ready for her right now. Teacher training, what is that? It is a day, normally a Monday, sometimes a Friday, where kids in the UK don't go to school. Because the teachers go in and the teachers all sit in the hall and they all learn about updates to the curriculum. They learn about new teaching methods. They learn about issues in the school or things that are happening. It's a teacher training day. Do you not have them in America? We have them. We have them a few times a year here in the UK. Kids don't go to school on those days. Extra days off. What would your dream match be from any wrestler, past or present? That's a good question. Let me know in the chat, guys. Let me know in the chat. What would your dream match be? Any wrestler. Dream match. Any wrestler, past or present. You can watch it tonight. what would that match be? What would your dream match be tonight on Raw? What do you want to see? And the wrestlers can have been passed away. We'll bring them back for one night only. Who is it you would want to see? Cal W is rich. $1 Million Man, Cal W95. Yes! Brilliant. I'm pleased. No one deserves it more than Cal W. 30 minutes. We are 30 minutes away. Days, what was your favourite Attitude Era moment? I would say Eddie versus Andrade. Seth Rollins. I tell you what, we've got some very interesting matches. Seth Rollins versus Edge. Seth Rollins versus Hulk Hogan. Velveteen Dream versus Macho Man. I now have the Triple H defining moments. That is very cool, dude. Very cool. Shout out to James Barry. Ricochet versus Jimmy Snuka. People saying a little bit of lag. It should go. I'm not aware of any issues. Benoit versus Punk for the ECW title. Wow. Days versus PewDiePie. Andre the Giant versus Hornswoggle. Love it. Love it. Andre the Giant versus Hornswoggle. Could you imagine if Andre just fell on top of Hornswoggle? The epic disaster. Hulk Hogan versus Brock Lesnar. Debut Kane versus... I love how specific that is. It's got to be debut Kane. Any other... I don't want Mayor Kane. Mayor Kane, no. Debut Kane. Hello, Mr. Monkey. Hope you are well. Baron Corbin versus Eva Marie versus Liv Morgan versus Shrek. Yes. Yes. Big Show versus Andrade. Andrade? No, Andre. I thought I said Andrade. Thank you very much, Dominic. Appreciate the support, dude. Days versus Lesnar. Sting versus Undertaker. Charlotte Flair versus... Charlotte Flair versus Ric Flair. Yes. Yes. I'm into that. Frugal versus Peter the Cringe Bear versus Mike the Mike. Kenny Omega versus Shawn Michaels. Has Sasha Banks quit? Or is she taking a break? She is taking a break. E-Man wants to see Brock Lesnar versus Hulk as well. Andrade versus Ziggler. AJ Lee versus Io Shirai. Ooh. Vince McMahon versus Days. Vegan's on his way, guys. Vegan is on his way. Who else is watching Raw just for Firefly Funhouse? I am. It's the only reason I'm watching. I cannot wait for the Firefly Funhouse. I honestly thought that was the best part of last week. I absolutely loved it. $1 Million Man, Cal W95. Money, 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 money. Yes. The official rich man of the live streams. Steph versus Linda. 3 stages of hell. Love it. Eva Marie versus her ring announcer. Tell you what, there's some great ideas in the chat. All of you guys should just be out there getting in touch with Vince, booking matches. Because some great suggestions. CM Punk versus Vince. That would be brilliant. Cody versus Dusty. Cody versus Dusty. That would be great. WWE are wasting talents. For example, EC3. They don't put him on kickoffs. The witch is Sister Abigail. Well, hopefully we find out a bit more. Do you know, we can talk a little bit about the Firefly Funhouse because I've done a little bit of reading on it. And the guy that filmed it, the guy that directed it, the guy that put it all in place, he was saying he cannot wait for us to see where this leads. He is excited for us to see what is coming next. So I feel like that first one just set the scene. And obviously we did a video talking about all the little things that people might have missed. When it comes to the Firefly Funhouse, there's a lot going on. Because when Bray is about to cut up that standee, he raises his hand and there is a voice that can be heard. There's a voice that talks to Bray like that and tells him what he needs to do. So clearly Bray is being controlled. Bray is hearing voices. This is darker than what some people have given it credit for. I think some people think that Bray Wyatt has come back as just a legit children's entertainer. And that is not true. Bray Wyatt is hearing voices. He's in a very dark place. And he's got like some of the scariest puppets. And I cannot wait. And apparently this is going to go in a very interesting direction. So I love it. Like, what's his entrance going to be like? Is he going to... Are the puppets going to be involved in that? It wouldn't feel right for him to still come out with the lantern. I feel like he needs to come out in that red jumper. And... I don't know. Maybe it'd be quite sinister if when he comes to the ring, he's got a big smile on his face. And he just comes out, like, waving to the crowd. Like this. And then there might be a moment where he just stops and looks a bit more sinister. And like maybe the Titantron flickers. Or something like that. And then like he snaps out of it again. Listens to it and then like again goes back. Waving to the crowd. Maybe it could be something like that. But I don't know if they're going to keep the lantern. And I don't know. I'm very interested though. Very, very interested. And also I want to know where that picture's gone. I want to know. Where the picture has gone on the set and everything. So much to talk about. I think what Bray Wyatt needs is a WrestleMania moment where he just brings the puppets out and just destroys a guy in a triple threat. Wow. Bray Wyatt versus Andre the Giant. Edge and Christian versus Dean and Seth. The kids are scary too. They clapped about him being punished. Yes. Yes. I feel like the kids need to get involved somehow. So, like, could you imagine if he was having a match and then these children, really, like, ghostly-looking children just appeared on the entrance stage? I feel like there's a lot that can happen with Bray. I really do. Fireflies got into my house. What should I do? Pray. That's what you should do. Pray. Bray is going to be a heel, like Doink the Clown. I don't know if he'll be a heel. I kind of feel like he's going to be in the middle. I can't tell. I can't tell yet. I like it when you sing Boring Corbin. Wow, we probably will see him tonight. The kids are fake. They are fake. That is true. Bruno Sammartino versus Ric Flair. Connor the Lunatic. I love it. John Cena versus Ultimate Warrior. I feel like Warrior would win that. Marty Scurll versus Jack Gallagher. I hate kids. They creep me out. How about the Undertaker's three sisters should be involved? Well, it feels like we could be getting Nikki Cross. Maybe a child will be hurt in the audience and Bray listens to the heel voice this time and helps the kid. That could happen. There's no reaction for AJ on Raw. He must turn heel. Fans love Seth as a face. Yep, Wheel of Fun soon. Bray is a face. He feels like a face, definitely, but I wouldn't be surprised if he didn't listen to his hands, and like he's not a face, he's not a heel. He just does whatever he's told. That could be fun. It's me again. You missed my last donation, did I? Apologies for that. Let me see. Is it still in the chat? Hello, by the way. It's me again. Hope you are well. Provided me with some great video ideas. No, it's not in the chat anymore. Well, I can see this one, my friend. So, shout out to It's Me Again. Thank you so much for joining us. And don't forget, fire across any video ideas. Always open to new video ideas. AJ gets no reaction. What? He's the most over guy in the company. Do you think that the same, sorry for some duos that you are coming, Stephanie, are you coming to the game in a month? I don't even understand what that means. Ronan and Roman. I said Ronan. Who the hell's Ronan? Days. Hawkins and Ryder holding the belts till Money in the Bank. They could do. I gotta be honest, I'm not into the Hawkins and Ryder team. It was a nice little WrestleMania moment, but I don't get excited when they're on Raw. Like, I am much more excited for the Usos against the Revival than I am for whatever Hawkins and Ryder are doing. SM Wrestling, I have not seen Endgame, and this might shock you more. I may never see Endgame because I have not watched a single Marvel movie. I've seen bits of Marvel movies, but I've never actually sat down and watched one all the way through. I just didn't grow up with Marvel. Marvel is just not on my radar. So, yeah. I understand it's a very good film, though. I understand it broke records. I understand there's a lot of excitement. But I don't think it's for me. Days, how many views did your first video get in the first 24 hours? No way I could remember that, dude. I would say 20. Maybe 20, something like that. Really next to nothing. Here, I was thinking about this the other day. There's a lot of people that are on YouTube that are starting YouTube channels, and there might be some of you watching that have your own YouTube channel. It took me 6 months to get 1,000 subs. 6 months. That is quite a long time because I was doing videos every single day, and I was doing toy hunts. And it took 6 months. On average now, the channel gets about 5,000 subscribers a month. So that's kind of how far the channel has come, and I massively, I appreciate the support. I really, really do. Yeah, it's kind of crazy to think that how hard it is when you get started. So if you've got a YouTube channel and you've just started out, stick with it. It's hard, takes time, but you will get there. Been watching you since the beginning. Very cool, dude. Rey Mysterio versus Finn Balor. Hello, Hussein the Rex. Hope you are well. Yeah, we could do a Kane. Yeah, do you know what? I wasn't going to do a weirdest figure video because the Kofi one didn't get 1,500 likes. But I thought, well, I have to do this Bray one. I want to do this Bray one. So I did a Bray Wyatt one earlier, and I absolutely loved it. I absolutely loved doing that video, and I thought it came out really well. Hello, it's me again. What's the worst and best figure? It's getting boring. We need a mod. We know that Vegan's coming. It's just he's running a little bit late. What was I saying? I was saying about the video, wasn't I? So the Bray Wyatt weirdest figure video. Really enjoyed doing it. I said if that gets 1,000 likes, we'll do Finn Balor next. And I don't know, maybe we'll do Kane after that. There's a lot of great Kane figures that we could look at. And yeah, I said I would just have a quick look and see where we were with the likes on that Bray Wyatt one. Let's have a look and see. It is on 300, so maybe it might get there tonight. It's going to need a big night, though. Let's see. Let's see how it goes. Shout out James Barry. My dream match is Tessa Blanchard versus Becky Lynch. We do need to do the Wheel of Fun as well, by the way, so let's go over. Let's have a look and see if I can set it up, because of course it's not set up yet. Streamlabs. Log in with YouTube. Okay, here we go then, guys. So, it's the Wheel of Fun. Everybody loves the Wheel of Fun. What was that? Is that the wheel? It's the Wheel of Fun. Dun-dun-dun. Wheel of Fun time, my friends. Wheel of Fun. Right. Still waiting for it to set up. Let's go to widgets. Let's go down to spin the wheel. There we go. Just got to add championship back on. Don't forget that championship. That could give someone a straight opportunity at the title. One-on-one. No fatal four-ways or anything like that. Just a one-on-one straight opportunity at the belt. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Probably should have had that set up in advance, but I didn't. Let's spin it. Championship! Wow! Championship straight out the gates. So, you guys wanted a poll. You're going to get a poll. I think the wheel heard you. There's been a lot of people saying we need mods, we need a poll. There we go. There we go. Days, I just ordered Undisputed Era 3-pack. How much would you give it? I love it. I think it is a 10 out of 10 pack. I've not got it myself, but I would love it. Hello, Wrestle with Andy. How you doing, dude? Right, let's go. It's landed on championship. Someone is going to get a shot at the title. So, here we go. The word. I'm looking for the 20th person. 20th person that gives me the word Undertaker. 20th person that gives me the word Undertaker. Here we go. I can see it starting to come through already. Looking for that 20th person. Someone's going to get a one-on-one opportunity. Here we go. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Well done. Jimmy Crane, 1986. Well done, Jimmy Crane, 1986. Shout out to Big Dog as well. who says, let's have a great show tonight. Hopefully we will, dude. Hopefully we will. Thank you very much for the support. And also, let me put up this poll. Let me put the poll up, and then I will answer a question that I was asked. Where is that? Just need to find the link so that I can put the... There it is. Okay. So it's me again asked, I think, what was the worst figure? And wow, there's a lot that come to mind. I do think of like the Maximum Sweat series. I think if you're talking Mattel, then maybe Rosa Mendez might be the worst. Right, Jimmy Crane. Jimmy Crane is taking on Brian G. Okay. Who should be Raw live stream champ? Right, that is up. Yeah, the reason that I say Layla could be the worst is because Mattel, I'm sure if you've actually watched the worst figure video that I did, Mattel actually agreed and admitted that they messed that figure up. Apparently, they weren't happy with the head. I think the head was too pointed, and the head was, like, deformed. It was wrong. And they actually issued out a statement saying, we know that the head doesn't reach the standards that you expect of a Mattel figure. And we had a decision to make. We could either withdraw the figure, we could either take the figure away, or release it, but in like a limited quantity. And they decided to release it in a limited quantity, and then they would improve the next one. The problem was there was never a next one. That is the only Rosa Mendez figure. The only Rosa Mendez figure that you can get is the one that is deformed. So yeah, that I would say Rosa Mendez. And Layla always comes to mind as well because she's just got a horrible expression. Some of those early Mattel figures were not good at all. But I do think True FX has really improved the standard. It's really improved the quality. So I do enjoy what they're doing now. I pray Drew gets put in a ladder match. Hello from the other side. Shout out. Hello, everyone that's just... I can see there's a lot of people that have just joined us. I think that's probably because we're going live to Raw in 6 minutes. So plenty to get excited about. And as we said, you know, we should be seeing the second Firefly Funhouse. I know a lot of people are a bit split on that. Some people enjoy it, some people don't. Personally, I can't wait. I think that it was a brilliant promo, very interesting, and the director of it has said that he can't wait for us to see what comes next. So clearly some big plans in store for that segment. So yeah, it should be good. Not as bad as the Jax Layla figure. Google it. Completely wrong skin tone. I have seen it. She looks... It's not black, is it? It's kind of more like... I don't know. Latin kind of a skin tone. It is darker, though, than what her actual skin tone is. So, yeah, they did get that one wrong. Jack's made quite a few mistakes like that, though. Full show, reactions, Firefly, Funhouse. What is the best Mattel figure? I got asked that earlier in the stream. I'd say Warrior, Hall of Champions, or Finn Balor. SummerSlam Elite. Days is more excited for Firefly Funhouse than the Money in the Bank ladder match contest. Totally. It might be because of the spoilers. It might be because I think I already know who's in the Money in the Bank match. And honestly, I genuinely think that Firefly Funhouse is now my favourite thing in wrestling. I really love it. I really, really love it. I'll tell you why, because I'm interested in it. I want to know where it's going. I want to know what they're doing with it. I want to know what they've got in store, because the director has teased and even said, I can't wait for you to see what comes next. What comes next? And will Nikki Cross be a part of that? So, Spike Dudley was bigger than the Big Show. I didn't know that. You know what was really the best part of my day? I got in trouble because I got a notification from you. Then my teacher took my phone, watched the video, and said, what the hell do you watch? Well, I hope you said SM Wrestling. I hope you said Wrestling Days. Go and subscribe. Hello, SM Wrestling's teacher, if you are watching. You need to get your teacher onto the channel. The Cringe Crew would love to say hello to your teacher next week. Infinity Ash. Who do you think is going to win the men's Money in the Bank? I think it could be Drew McIntyre that wins. Personally, I'd love to see it be Andrade. I think Andrade would be fantastic. Days Vegan informed me he won't be able to make it. Has he said that? He's not said that to me, dude. As far as I know, he should be around. Days, they should have Hawkins turn on Ryder and destroy his toy collection. I don't know. Is that a good angle? I don't know. Andrade would win Money in the Bank. Then on Tuesday, they would have a title match. Then would cash in and win. Apparently, they're going to make a really big deal out of whoever wins the Money in the Bank. They want whoever wins to kind of be built up into a massive star. So maybe it will be Drew that wins the Money in the Bank. Or maybe Andrade. I feel like Andrade is an outside chance. I just don't know if Vince sees Andrade as a future champion. Certainly an Intercontinental champion. Certainly a United States champion. And I'm sure at some point a tag team champion. But does he see a Universal champion? Does he see a WWE champion? I don't know. Cameron Babin, shout out to you. I've been watching since you were in Manchester doing a toy hunt. Dude, that was a while ago. That was a while ago that we was in Manchester. I want to say that was an Easter toy hunt. I love Manchester as well. Such a great place. Yeah, we went to a few Toys R Us's then. You're talking a while ago. And they wouldn't be there now. So, probably just be Smith's and Entertainer and places like that. So, hopefully Dana Brooke is in the match. Please do not put Strowman in the Money in the Bank match. This is the first time Money in the Bank is the first pay-per-view after WrestleMania. Nice little fact there. by E-Man. E-Man dropping a fat bomb. Meow. There we go. Shout out Plush Series XG Show. Just sent you a DM. Okay, Jamie. It's a bit of a nightmare for me to check. Let me have a look. Okay, bud. Right, we're starting with Alexa Bliss. So Alexa Bliss is starting the show? I wasn't ready for that. Contract signing as well between Seth Rollins and AJ Styles. It's like kicking off Raw with the main event. The briefcases are above the ring, and I can tell you that they are the same as last year, so no changes. The men's Money in the Bank is green. The women's Money in the Bank is white. So we're going to find out the participants for Money in the Bank. So she's saying there's going to be two, one for the men, one for the women. No mention of NXT. Big rumours there was an NXT one, but doesn't look like there is. Braun. Now, Braun wasn't on that rumoured graphic. So, this is very interesting. This is very interesting. Braun was not on the graphic. Now, will Braun be replaced between now and the show? Yeah, Jamie, if you want to do it then, dude. Ricochet was rumoured. So, Strowman and Ricochet are the two so far. Honestly, the big news here is the fact that no NXT Money in the Bank. That was heavily rumoured. There was even a graphic showing it. And the fact that Braun Strowman is going to be in the match because Strowman was not on that graphic. So, this is not going to what the rumours were suggesting. So Ricochet's in the ring. Braun's in the ring. There's a Ricochet chant from the crowd. Drew McIntyre's next. Do you remember a few years ago when it was Money in the Bank time? They had all of them on top of ladders. It looked absolutely ridiculous. They were all just sat on top of, or like standing on top of ladders in the ring, and that's how Raw started. It looked stupid. I don't know if that was last year or a couple of years ago. Wow, this is a shock. I'm genuinely surprised. Did not expect to see Braun Strowman in this. I'm wondering if he's going to be taken out. I'm wondering if someone is going to beat him up and he's going to have to get replaced last minute because he was not rumoured. Last. Boring. Corbin. I don't understand what's going on. They only announced 4 people. Loads of boos for Drew. Absolutely raining boos. He seems to be quite happy at the response. This is bad heat, by the way. This isn't good heel heat. This is just bad heat. Yeah, he has won it before. Ricochet getting a bit of talking time here. Baron Corbin. $1 Million Man, Cal W95. They are revealing the SmackDown guys on SmackDown. That makes more sense. So this is just the Raw participants. Got ya. Are you watching this live on the network? No, my friend. I am watching this on Sky Sports here in the UK. It's on USA in America. He won in 2017. Corbin looks like a cockroach. Well, if you just joined us, I've put it on the ticker going along the bottom. Braun Strowman, Drew McIntyre, Ricochet, Baron Corbin. Those are the 4 confirmed Money in the Bank Raw participants. So they keep putting down Ricochet, making out that he's a kid. It's good. I hope Ricochet wins. Who do you want to win? I want Andrade. I feel like Drew might win. There's no way Baron Corbin's winning. No way. That would be a complete waste of the briefcase again. So I don't see that happening. Braun Strowman finally says something. Braun says none of them have got what it takes to stop him, and it's a very fair point. It's a good point. Alexa Bliss looks absolutely tiny in that ring. Absolutely tiny. She looks like a child. Have the women been announced yet? No, not yet. Oh yeah, adverts already. That sucks. Tag match. Ugh. We need to see SmackDown. Really wanted an NXT Money in the Bank. Doesn't have to be a title shot. Maybe a call-up case? Oh my god, that's a great idea. That high guy 420, that is a great idea. So rather than a title opportunity, you get called up. Is that not a punishment though? Wouldn't you have like 8 people fighting to not win that match? I could just imagine them like forcing each other to get the contract. You get it. They're pushing each other up the ladders. They're like, go on. I don't want it. They're all desperately trying to run away. Yeah, I could see that happening. So is there only going to be 4 competitors? No, apparently those are the 4 for Raw. But we'll find out the next ones for SmackDown tomorrow. And you're absolutely right. Maybe they will announce the NXT one at a later date. They don't have to just announce everything now, but at the moment they're saying there's only going to be 2. So at the moment it looks like we're not getting the NXT one. Dang, we could have at least got a Fatal 4-Way tonight. Yeah, horrible tag matches again. There was only 7 people on the graphic. Maybe Braun was the 8th. That's true. That's true. Still a little weird he wasn't on the graphic at all, though. Unless, maybe, yeah, you could be right. Maybe they've just added him last minute. Pete Dunne should be called up. Did you watch Impact Rebellion? No, I did not, Akil. Was it good? Was it bad? Is it worth watching? Let me know. Why is Ricochet in when Robert Roode beat him last week? It's a good point. I don't think matches really matter, do they? Wins and losses don't matter. I know that's something that AEW are actually going to change. They're actually going to... I was watching the interview with Tony Khan, you know, the guy that has all the money, the guy that's financially supporting AEW. He's kind of like the guy you don't see behind the scenes. He was saying wins and losses are really going to matter. And very interestingly, he was also saying that he runs a statistics company. So one of the companies he's got, they look at statistics for sports. And so he is going to be looking at how he can bring statistics into wrestling. So I imagine you're going to see things like Braun Strowman is, oh, not Braun Strowman, but maybe Kenny Omega is has beaten Jericho 11 times, lost twice. 5 of those have come by submission, 4 have come by pinfall, 2 by count out. I think you're going to get a lot more statistics with AEW. I honestly think that's going to make for a much more enjoyable show. Because you'll know who the favourite is going into the match. You know, it could be like Pac has never lost to Hangman Page, and they have a match and Hangman Page wins. And that's going to be a bit more of a moment than maybe it would in WWE, because maybe you wouldn't know that Pac had never lost to Hangman Page in WWE, because we don't have those numbers, we don't have those statistics. WWE isn't a sport, it is a cartoon. Yeah, but the more they make it a sport, the better. Chris Jericho in AEW, yes, he's been announced. Well done for Brian G for retaining as well, by the way. I need to change the graphic on screen because we're not waiting around this week. We've gone straight into a tag match. We've got Braun and Ricochet versus Drew and Corbin. Boom. I think Drew will win Money in the Bank. Can't see Braun winning 2 years in a row. WWE 2K career mode is more entertaining than this. Rey Mysterio gets a rematch. What's your favourite wrestler from Ring of Honor? Maybe Jay Lethal. Maybe Marty Scurll. I mean, does Marty Scurll count? Kind of counts, doesn't he? I'll say Jay Lethal because Jay Lethal is a legit Ring of Honor star. Who do you want in Women's Money in the Bank, and who do you want to win? Who do I want to win? I think I want Bayley to win. I think I want Bayley because I like Bayley, and I don't think she's been given many opportunities on the main roster. She has been champion, but I just think the Boss and Hug connection was awful. Absolutely awful. I thought it was a waste of Bayley and a waste of Sasha. So, yeah, I would go with Bayley. How can it be boring? It's only been 15 minutes. What's happened to Jack Swagger? He now is in MMA. This match is pointless. It is pointless. Days, I've made a video about you. Hope you like it. Even though it needs a bit of work. Okay. Cool. I hope it's nice. I hope you've been friendly. Did you catch the Crockett Cup Skrull versus Aldis? Great match. I did not. Who won? Who are the participants? It's at the bottom, dude. What? Why is Rey getting a rematch? He tapped in like 19 seconds at WrestleMania. Doesn't make sense, does it? Does not make sense. Days, on a scale of 1 to 1,000, how much do you like WWE? I love WWE. I don't know if I could put it on a scale of 1 to 1,000. Sometimes it's brilliant. Sometimes it's not. I've got to be honest, a lot of it is not. I mean, I have no interest in... Hello. I have no interest in this match. Like, I know I should be telling you what's going on, but who cares? Legit, who cares? This match does nothing. Doesn't matter who wins. We're not going to even remember this match in, like, 5 minutes' time. Like, honestly, it's just one of those absolutely pointless matches, and it's only designed to waste time. It's the only reason they do it. It's the only reason they do it is to waste time. So I despair at these kinds of things. And there's too much of it. I would say out of the 5 hours we get, I would say 3 of them at least are just filler. Just there to kill time. And you'll probably get a couple of hours of good matches and interesting promos, decent story development. Yeah, I mean, look, if they could cut out the 3 hours of waffle and just give us the 2 hours of good, great, interesting content, it would be amazing again. Wrestling would be red hot again. But people just don't want to sit through the rubbish to get to the good stuff. And that's the problem. The rumor is that, like, SmackDown, when it goes to Fox, it might become a 3-hour show, so it's really difficult. It's really difficult, because then you're going to have even more filler, I'm sure. But, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the answer is. I can't stand the fact that Sami Zayn never won a title. Hey, Days, do you think Nikki Cross could be in the Firefly Funhouse? Maybe. Only 4 people. Yes, the SmackDown ones will be announced tomorrow. Days Undisputed Era 3-pack cost $100 US. Oh, it's steep in it, dude. I was just waiting for them to get released in the normal line rather than having to pay those kind of prices. But saying that, you do get 3 figures, but yeah, I don't know. There are rumours Sasha Banks is leaving. Yeah, she could be. TV14 was the answer. Well, you say that, but WWE are making more money now than in the Attitude Era, and that's because of the fact that they are PG. A lot of it is coming from merch. A lot of it is being driven by the kids. Like, their demographic now is largely children, which I think is probably different. I don't know for sure, but I would imagine children weren't as big a part of the show, or the demographic, the audience, I should say, during the Attitude Era. So I don't know, but they are making a lot of money right now. Things, of course, like the Saudi deal really helps. Maybe the Saudi deal is kind of skewing the numbers a little bit, but yeah, I don't know if they went TV14. I don't know if the networks would even let them. I mean, like, rumors are that they had to change the War Raiders name because they weren't allowed to have war in the name. And that's coming from the networks. I don't think that's a WWE thing. I'm confused about the minute women's Money in the Bank Raw participant. I'm not sure when they'll be announced, dude. I don't think they said. Maybe later in the show. To be fair, in the Attitude Era, network didn't exist and WWE shop didn't really exist. That's true. That is true. That is true. Maybe if they had been around, maybe if the merch was a bigger deal, then they would have made more money, because it's definitely merch that's driving a big percentage of the sales. House shows are down, for example. House shows aren't what they used to be. But they are making more money now when it comes to the network. We get Raiders back at least. That's true. I love the new Drew, but I want him to bring back his old gimmick. Drew's down. He's got an injury on the outside. Ricochet's down. Braun is down. Boring Corbin is on his feet. He grabs Ricochet, hurls him back into the ring. We've had 25 minutes of Raw so far. And honestly, apart from the first 8 minutes, I've not even really been watching. They let people in with AEW shirts, yeah. I think they just came to the conclusion there was no way they were going to stop it. I don't think there was a way they were going to stop it. And they were actually giving AEW a bit of promotion because a lot of people were talking about it online. McIntyre in the ring. The problem isn't that it's rated PG, it's the writing. I agree with that. There's no need. I mean, why aren't we getting qualifying matches? Why have we got this this tag match, this 4-man singles match that's been made into a tag match? Like, these aren't tag teams. This is 4 singles guys being forced to tag. Why have we got this instead of Money in the Bank qualifying matches? Would that not be a better use of the time? Have you seen the Cody promo for his match against Dustin? It was very good. I haven't yet, actually, no. Days in here, basically every figure costs $40. Oh, that is rough, dude. That is rough. I was at a house show a few months ago and it seemed like the intermission was the best part. They have said, actually, they're going to completely overhaul the house shows. They're going to do something different with the house shows. We've not seen what that is yet, but feels like they've got changes coming. I just don't think they've implemented them yet. But let's see. To be fair, NXT has more time to go over their matches, maybe cut main roster house shows and use those days to create better TV and pay-per-view matches. Yeah, maybe. I just want more wrestling that looks real and 3-minute promos. Good point, Shannon Pickett. Braun is in against Drew. Shoulder charge by Braun. Shoulder charge again. Braun driving Drew back. Braun like a man possessed. Charges into Drew McIntyre. Clubs him down. Braun is fired up. Charges into the corner. Kick to the midsection. Headbutt. Corbin's in. He just tags himself in. No worries, Ethan Black. Ricochet's up top. Shooting star. And Ricochet with the pin on Boring Corbin thankfully ends this match. Ricochet! Wow, they're dragging this match out. It was dragged out. I mean, it had a bit of pace to it. It's not the worst match I've ever seen, but far from the best either. Boring Corbin. Days, I found the Elite Sherry. Where did you find that, dude? Double trouble for the man tonight. So Charlotte and Lacey Evans are here. That could be fun. There we go. Women's ladder match participants revealed later. Miz TV tonight as well with Bobby Lashley. Usos. Is this going to be Usos against the Revival? Why have the Usos come out singing? The Usos have come out pumped, man. I hate this. Usos are going to be knackered doing that during all the commercial. That's true. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. I feel like the Usos, when they're coming out and they're moody and they come out and they got a bit of swag to them, and I like that version of the Usos. this starts to feel like we're going back to the Uso crazy phase, like where they're coming out and they're like having fun with the crowd. I'm not sure I want to see that so much. I think they're just trying to get them across as faces, and I think they're trying to inject a bit of energy as well into like their opening, into their entrance. But it doesn't. I don't know if it quite works for me. More tag matches. Who booked this Raw? Teddy Long. Quake is a fan of Turtles. Good to know, dude. 2-Goal Ivanovich says that was awkward. It was a bit awkward how it didn't seem like they knew if they were going to commercial or not. So they kept on singing and then they stopped. And then the commentators stopped. And then the commentators said something. And then they carried on singing. And it was all a bit clunky. Didn't really work. But hey, it is what it is. Days, what's happened to Brock and Bryan? Well, Brock, I think, was always stepping away after WrestleMania. So I think Brock will come back. But I think he's focusing now on UFC. So we're going to see if we finally get that mega match between him and Daniel Cormier. And Daniel Bryan, I actually don't know. I've heard rumours he might have picked up a bit of an injury. There's also rumours that, again, he's just taken some time away. I think, again, the plan was that he would build up towards a match at WrestleMania and then drop the title at WrestleMania, and he did that. I've not heard that he's got concussion back or anything like that, so I don't believe it's anything serious. But yeah, maybe we'll get some answers tomorrow on SmackDown when it comes to Daniel Bryan. Do you think we're going to see another 1-minute iconic match tonight? Maybe. It seems to be a bit of a gimmick they've got, that they lose their singles matches but win their tag matches. Personally, I hate seeing tag teams have singles matches, and I hate seeing single stars have tag matches. I just hate it. We don't have a toy shop here, so I have to order from Amazon. Well, at least you got Amazon, dude. Get ready to see the Usos back in face paint soon. I know. What's up? Are you excited for the episode of the Firefly Funhouse? Yes, I am. Yes, I am. I am legit excited. I don't know when they're going to drop it on us. I don't know when it's coming. It won't be for another half an hour, 45 minutes at the earliest. But, yeah, I cannot wait. Hopefully Sky Sports show us it this time. Now, apparently the Usos are going to show us something we've not seen before. I think that's what the commentators were saying. Wow. Gallows and that? What's going on here? I thought it was against the Revival. Gallows and Anderson? Gallows. Big Luke. The Good Brother Penitentiary. They call themselves Bulletproof. I like that. I like that Bulletproof line. Hey, this is fun. Usos against Gallows and Anderson. I like this. Raw is stacked with tag teams. Firefly Funhouse is the best, worst thing ever. I thought Anderson and Gallows got released. I think they've asked for their release. Perhaps WWE are trying to convince them to stay. I am very surprised to see them. Gallows and Anderson on Raw. Could that mean a pairing with AJ Styles? Oh, Dave in real life. I love that. I love that. We've certainly waited long enough. Just a real shame that Finn Balor is no longer on Raw. Finn Balor's been moved over to SmackDown. Could you imagine if all four of them were... God, imagine that. Them against Undisputed Era. Bulletproof versus Undisputed Era. I love that Bulletproof name. Bulletproof against Undisputed Era. Gallows, Anderson, AJ Styles, and Finn Balor. That'd be amazing. Big strike by Jimmy Uso. NBA playoffs are better than WWE Raw. $1 Million Man Cal W95, always in the know, says their contracts will end in September. Will Sky Sports give us the Firefly Funhouse today? They better. I think they know they really messed up last week. Because they did really mess up last week. I expect R-Truth to be on Raw tonight. A 7-second dance break. I can see there's a lot of people that are joining us at the moment. Hello. If you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe because we're here every Monday for Raw. Every Tuesday for SmackDown. We do UFC live streams. And of course we're here for the pay-per-views as well. Just watching Luke Gallows hurling one of the Usos into the actual ring ropes. That was Jimmy Uso. Jimmy Uso's down. Jimmy has a neck injury. He seems to be struggling. Fire's back though. Days, when is your birthday? My birthday actually is in May. That is a true story. Bulletproof Club. We got 3 minutes left in our tag. Wow, it looks like we might be getting new tag champs in our poll. You can go over to Wrestling Days UK over on Twitter if you want to vote in that. The pace has really fallen away out of this tag match. The pace isn't there anymore. Jimmy Uso going into the barricade. Really great to see Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson back. So Gallows and Anderson back in action. We've gone to commercial break. The match is okay. Little slow. But I like it. It's a match. It's a proper tag team match. I wasn't a fan of that first match that we saw. Who is in Balor Club? I don't even know if there is a Balor Club anymore. Isn't it all of us? Isn't Balor Club what Finn Balor calls his fans? Bill McKean asked if we wanted a Firefly Funhouse playset. Tell him yes. I'll take an official Mattel one. Firefly or dance break? That is no contest. No contest whatsoever. I am over the dance breaks. Dance breaks were fun for a few weeks, but I am all about the Firefly Funhouse. If this was a 3-hour episode of Firefly Funhouse, I think I would enjoy it more. That's what I want. I want a 3-hour episode. Wheel of Fun will be in about 5 minutes time, yes. They will do the same silly match with the SmackDown Money in the Bank. Yeah, you're probably right. Raw is more boring than Game of Thrones. I don't watch that either. Bring back Kevin Lena. Maybe we should. Maybe we should. Piper's Pit, yes, I am very tempted to work on that next. Smiths have got Elite 67. Is it actually in stock now? I'll have a look to see. Because if it is now actually in, then I will try and do a toy hunt. But I went actually to Smith's at the weekend and they didn't have any Elite 67. Elite 67. It is making that go a little bit wobbly, so I'll try and be quick. Let's have a look. Nope. There's a few places Ireland have got it, and that's it. So it looks like that is Velveteen Dream. So you can see they're in stock in Ireland, but if you go to the UK, out of stock, out of stock, out of stock, out of stock, out of stock. So it doesn't look like Elite 67 is in the UK yet. It's only in Ireland for now. There we go. So no toy hunt yet, my friends. As soon as it hits the UK, then I will be venturing out. Ethan says only in Belfast, Northern Ireland. Right, we are going back to the Usos against Gallows and Anderson. The match has been a little bit slow. Days, they should do a Money in the Bank ladder match for all of the belts. I don't know. Would that be too much? I think that would definitely be too much, wouldn't it? Like, you mean for the Universal, the WWE, the US, Intercontinental, Raw Tag Team, SmackDown Tag Team, Women's Raw, Women's Smack... That's like 8 Money in the Bank matches. That might be too much. Well done, Balor Club. Balor Club. Balor Club. Let me change the name over. Why can't I find... there we go. Raw tag. I would have nightmares if a 3-hour Firefly was a thing. Yeah, it would be pretty intense. I'm just saying, I think it'd be more enjoyable than the Raw that we get. Gallows stomping down on Jimmy Uso. Jimmy Uso has been absolutely battered in this match. Absolutely destroyed. He is trying to fight back. I do like the fact they're giving this match some time. Like, they can't complain with the time that they're getting. Jay is fired up and he gets the tag. Jay is in the ring. Comes crashing down on Anderson. Days, are you subscribed to EWW? No, I don't even know what that is. Days, tell Bill I'll take a Macho Man Slim Jim playset. A Macho Man Slim Jim epic moments. Jay colliding into Anderson. Going for the pin. 2. Kick out. That's a good idea. I will jot that down, Wrestling Night. Okay, Gallows and Anderson are both in the ring. They were going for Magic Killer, but they can't quite get it. Just imagine fake kids sounds on your TV with your wife sharing your kids plan. Looks like the Usos about to get victory here. Big splash on Luke Gallows. So the Usos beat Gallows and Anderson. That's a good result for them. Not a great result for Gallows and Anderson, but at least they got onto TV. Are you going for the Usos or Gallows and Anderson? I'll go for the Usos. Now I know they've won. I've been down since 1980-ish. Yes. Nice. The Usos have got microphones? What are the Usos going to say? What are they showing us here? Usos backstage. They're showing the revival. What am I watching? Why are they showing me this? Oh, I miss PG. I want to go back to the PG era. Oh, Dash was shaving the back of Dawson in the shadow. You had Dawson just standing there in a little towel. Dash was shaving his back like this. They were having a little chat. My eyes. Oh, it burns. It burns. Oh. Sean Londo, shout out to you. So, Revival have come out. Dawson trying to explain why Dash was shaving his back. I like this. So we're not just getting a one-off match between the Usos and the Revival. We're getting a proper feud. What the hell did I just see? No one knows. But you'll never unsee it. Thanks for the update, Malt Shaker. By Days Jr. That was a Vince-created segment, I'm sure it was. It wouldn't surprise me if Vince wasn't in the shower with them, just round the corner. Uso Penitentiary! There we go. Day one-ish. Epic Moments Barbershop from the Rockers breakup. Yeah, that would be good. That was a wasted segment. So we're getting a contract signing. Rey Mysterio against Samoa Joe tonight as well. So they're just showing a replay of WrestleMania when Rey Mysterio was choked out. I think Rey might have been wrestling with some injuries there, which is why the match was so short. I'm not sure if that's the match they actually had planned. Maybe the match they actually had planned we will see tonight. Right, time for Miz TV. We are moving on to Miz TV. We will do the Wheel of Fun as soon as we get to the next commercial break, which knowing WWE won't be long. The Miz. Shout out to Dean Winchester. Shout out to Connor and Connor's sister. You mean when Rey tapped in 19 seconds? Was that how quick it was? It was 19 seconds. Right. It's the Wheel of Fun. Everybody loves the Wheel of Fun. What was that? Is that the wheel? It's the Wheel of Fun. Dun-dun-bum. Wheel of Fun time. Wheel of Fun. Right, we've got to take championship off because the championship has already been claimed. And let me just change this. Up, down. Right, let's get the wheel. Let's get the wheel. If you're watching and you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe so that you can join us for our weekly live streams. This is a big part of it. Wheel of Fun. So let's spin the wheel. Good luck, everyone. What is it going to land on? Giveaway! Yes, 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 yes. Giveaway time. And I've got the new WWE Kids magazine. So I've got new ones to give out. So again, you might have seen that big announcement earlier. Absolutely huge. You can now get this magazine anywhere in the world. Up until recently, up until really today, this was only available in the UK. So the only way this was getting out to different countries was if I was sending it when people were winning them. But now you can actually subscribe to this anywhere in the world. If you go to the video that's on the channel, the review video that I did earlier today, it's got my smiley face on a red background. Then the link is in that description. And the subscription for that is like just a couple of pounds more than it is here in the UK. So it's really not much. Hello, Oh, it never stays long enough. I want it to stay longer. I was just about to say I'm Frugal Junior, and I could not get it done. As soon as we get another subscriber and that comes on, that is my goal. I want to get the cat face there, and I want to say hello. I am Frugal Junior. That's my dream. That's my dream. Right. Anyway, Kids Magazine. So here it is. Look, Greatest Champions. We did the review of this earlier. But in here you get a Get These Hands keyring, a Kurt Angle gold medal, a giant poster, a fridge magnet, window stickers, other stickers, interviews, puzzles, loads of stuff. I will send that anywhere in the world. There's a little promo here for Kushida. Of course, Kushida has signed to NXT, and this Wednesday... Hello, That'll be quicker than that. Okay, so Kushida debuts this Wednesday. Right, okay. We are going to give this away to the 15th person that gives me the word worldwide. Worldwide, the 15th person that gives me the word worldwide. I can't even say it. Because you can now get this. Worldwide! Making moves, making everybody moves, making moves, making everybody. There we go, we've got the worldwides coming through. Okay. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Well done. Style hard. Hello, man. Oh! It takes me too long to get my head into the right position. If I could just go bang and do it. But I have to... Alright, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to sit here, so if it happens, I'm ready. Okay? But well done to Staal. Staal. Well done, my friend. Let me jot you down in the... Here we go. In the winner's enclosure. No. Staal Hard WWE Kids Magazine. Staal Staal. Can you send me your address via email, please? Send it to wrestlingdays@gmail.com. Very cool. Thank you, everyone. Right, I'm sat here waiting just in case I am ready. It doesn't even matter what's going on with Raw anymore. Bobby Lashley's in the ring with The Miz. Is this like going to be a future feud? Are we now going to get The Miz against Bobby Lashley? Who is in the Money in the Bank men's ladder match? That is streaming along the bottom. Hello, my name is Frugal Jr. Yeah! Yes! Oh, we heard from Frugal Jr. Yes! That's all I had to do. I just had to be in position. Maximum respect, whoever that was. Yes! Days, maybe you could leave it there permanently. It looks better than you. Hello, darkness, my old friend. I can't talk into you again. How dare you? It's true. Right, let's pay some attention to Raw. Firefly Funhouse. Firefly Funhouse. That would be me. If I was there for 3 hours, I'd just be going, Firefly Funhouse. Firefly Funhouse. Firefly Funhouse. I'll be the witch. Mercy the buzzard. Bray the children's entertainer. The unknown rabbit. Unknown rabbit. Unknown rabbit. Come on, everyone. I'm still not paying any attention to Raw. Hang on, let me go back. Bobby Lashley's been back for a year. And he's a 2-time Intercontinental Champion. Well done. Bobby Lashley asking what The Miz has done. What is Bray going to chop up with the chainsaw tonight? Hopefully someone from creative. Miz tells Bobby Lashley to check his Wikipedia list. Unknown Rabbit, yes. This is boring. Who cares about Bobby Trashley? It's a good point. Miz says he's an overachiever. Have you seen his wife? It's a good point. Oh, this is boring. I'm not watching Raw right now, so now this is a good way to find out what's happening. Well, they're trying to build a feud between Bobby Lashley and The Miz. Miz now starts unloading on Bobby Lashley. This is a horrible way to start a feud. Miz is fired up. I think Miz wants a match now, so there we go. I think when we go back, we'll be getting Miz against Bobby Trashley. Can you beat The Undertaker? I cannot beat The Undertaker. Does The Miz have the best DDT? Surely that's Jake. Surely that's Jake the Snake. Are you ready for Firefly Funhouse Season 1, Episode 2? I thought this was Season 2, Episode 1. I'm ready. I was born ready. Days, sorry you got to leave. No worries, dude. Thanks for joining us, Hussein the Rex. Shannon Pickett says, I don't care about this. I don't care about this either. You are not alone, my friend. You are not alone. Miz versus Bobby Trashley. What do you think Triple H, Roman Reigns, Undertaker, Seth Rollins, Goldberg, and John Cena have in common? They have all beaten Brock Lesnar. That's what I think. I'll tell you, they have all beat. Yeah, there we go. Days, what do you use to edit your videos? I use editing software. Honestly, I swear by it. I use Filmora Wondershare, which honestly isn't very good. Like, there's a lot of stuff that I can't do. It's a very, very basic editing software. But I don't think people really know my videos for the edits. I think they know them more for the information that I try to put into them. So, yeah, you're never going to get any, like, special effects in my videos because my editing software just can't do it. They could get Pee Wee Herman to be his neighbor. Do you think Ricochet will win Money in the Bank? I don't think so. I think they're going to go with Drew McIntyre. Raw is worse after the Superstar shakeup. Yeah, I kind of agree. I do actually agree. So far, I do think Raw is worse after the Superstar shakeup. I mean, there is a couple of good things. I do like the fact they've broken up Ricochet and Aleister Black. I'm not sure if moving Roman was good or not. I haven't decided yet. AJ Styles moving over, I think, is a good thing because I'm looking forward to his match against Seth Rollins. But yeah, most of it, not feeling it. Why did I delete that Ring of Honor episode? As long as Vince is doing creative, Raw will be terrible. Wonder if this show could draw the lowest rating in history. It is horrible. It is a horrible show. The first hour, 10 minutes, I've really not enjoyed. First time these two have met, which is quite interesting. That's the kind of statistic that I think is very important. That kind of gives this match a little bit more of an interesting feel. The fact that we know we've not seen this before. Could you beat up Hornswoggle? Probably not. Have you seen Avengers Endgame? No. Alexa Bliss, the hottest ever. She was looking radiant earlier. She was looking absolutely lovely. Days, there's rumours that Seth will lose the title at SummerSlam against Bray. Is it true? No idea. I hope it's true. I hope they are all in on this Bray Wyatt gimmick. I would love for this to result in Bray winning the title. And for him to have this strong character that's winning matches. Like, they really have got something special with Bray Wyatt. Oh, Shane's coming out. Here come the money. Money. Dollar. So, Shane is out to distract the Miz. Obviously, this feud is still continuing by the looks of it. Maybe we're not getting Lashley versus The Miz. Perhaps we're still in the middle of Shane versus The Miz. Shane is running down. Oh, Miz saw him. Miz is having to compete with Bobby Lashley and Shane at the moment. Quick roll-up of Lashley. Lashley kicks out. DDT by The Miz. Going for the cover. 2. Shoulder up by Lashley. Miz is fuming. Still very angry at Shane, of course. We've got Miz kicks, the it kicks. Shane wants Miz to see something on the screen. It's a picture of Miz's dad. Big spear by Bobby. 2. I do love the fact that we're seeing a lot more of Miz's dad. I mean, Miz's dad is the hero inside all of us. I really want to see like a Miz's dad on a pole match, or, you know what I mean? Miz's dad in a shark cage. They could do that. Have the puppets. How are the puppets going to help him win the Money in the Bank? How would that even happen? There's already a lot of people upset with the Firefly Funhouse thing. A lot of the stockholders wanted it cancelled. How dare they? Miz is down and Shane is firing in a few little shots. Miz fighting back though. Bobby Lashley, I think, is going to pull Miz off of Shane. Is Bobby Lashley working with Shane now? Apparently there's backstage heat on Lio Rush. That's why you're not seeing Lio Rush at the moment. Days, how you watch the Vice Dark Side of the Ring series? No, I haven't. No. Is that on the Vice YouTube channel? They normally do some good little documentary series. Shane kicking on The Miz. The Miz is down. Ooh, nice strike to the head. Stomping away. What happened on the opening of the show? We found out the 4 Raw participants for Money in the Bank, and they are streaming below along the bottom of the screen. Or scrolling below, I should say. Shane has got a really nice submission hold. It's like a triangle. He's trying to choke Miz out. Why does your mic sound low? I think it's okay. I did turn it down, actually. It's on the Vice channel. I've not seen it, but I've heard good things. Okay. So Shane says to Miz, a passed out Miz, I am the best in the world. I don't know, Eagles, turn your device up. I think the sound's okay for everyone else. $. Days, who do you prefer, Dude Love or Mankind? Probably Mankind. I prefer Mercy the Buzzard. That went on too long. I agree. It did. It did. Oh, it's a commercial. Dave, do you think the rumours are true that Vince will retire this year? No. I don't believe he will. The Best in the World tournament that had only USA participants, I know, yeah. What if Shane designs a Mr. Potato Head? That would be good. That might sell. If they could get a Mr. Miz, Mr. Potato Head on WWE Shop, that would be very cool. A lot of hate for Raw tonight. It's dull. It's boring. It is not a good show. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna dress it up. It's not good at all. Right, we've got another poll going up. Shout out to the Kingslayer. Save us, Firefly Funhouse. Yeah, something needs to save us because this is awful. I think the scariest thing is the fact that after WrestleMania they could have done anything. I understand that, like, from January, from the Royal Rumble, you have plans in place for WrestleMania. So, you know, they were always doing Batista against Triple H. They were always gonna do Seth against Brock Lesnar. They always had Ronda in the main event. So there was things they just couldn't change. So, you know, the booking is the booking, whatever. But there's no excuse after WrestleMania They've had a fair few weeks now. I mean, WrestleMania was, what, 3 weeks ago? Something like that? And, like, it's not been brilliant, has it? And look where we are now. This is horrible. This isn't an exciting show. I would be in utter despair. The only reason I'm not in tears right now is because of the Firefly Funhouse. I really am looking forward to that. That little 3-minute segment is going to save this show. E-Man says, we want Firefly Funhouse. Yes. Shout out to Harsh Prathai. Days, who's your favourite Hall of Famer? Maybe Bruno Sammartino. I've got a real soft spot for the real legends. Right, we're going... Okay, they're just showing us Big O. When Kevin Owens turned on the New Day. A shocking betrayal. Kofi versus Kevin Owens. That'll be a fun little feud. I'm into that feud. I think SmackDown's in a really good place. I mean, can we start calling SmackDown the A show officially now? I mean, now that it's got Roman, maybe it is the A show. Maybe we need to get more into the mindset that Raw is going to be, you know, trash. You just got to accept it. Raw isn't the A show anymore. That is SmackDown now. Should Pamela Anderson go into the Hall of Fame next year? No. Was there a celebrity inductee this year? I can't remember a celebrity going in. Shout out to Anthony. Shout out to Akiko. Here we go. What are they called now? They're called the Viking Raiders. There we go. They are called the Viking Raiders. I tell you what, the tag division on Raw is really strong. Revival, Usos, Gallows and Anderson, the Viking Raiders. Oh, they've been attacked. Attacked from behind by the Lucha House Party. Lucha House Party. Through the ropes. Lucha. Shout out to Stephen Lazo. Days, who do you think should retire The Undertaker? Aleister Black. Either Demon Balor or Aleister Black. How long till Vince puts them in a dress and calls them Viking Raiders? Good question. Big clothesline. Bruno Sammartino and Andre the Giant are the ones that put WWE on the map. The match has just started. It has just started. I don't even know which one's Ivor and which one's Eric. I don't know. I still call them Hanson and Rowe. Should Rhino retire? If he wants. I mean, I think they use him on house shows, but that's about it. Nice move by Eric. So Eric is the smaller one. Shout out to Connor. Yes, Alistair Black, the new dead man. Eric is the bald one. Yes. Eric is married to Sarah Logan. Bang, planted. Viking Raiders going to pick up the victory here. And they do. We've got to be getting closer to the Firefly Funhouse, haven't we? We've got to. Sorry to hear that, Ethan. Lince Dorado is trying to fight the Viking Raiders on his own. Nice. Off the ropes. They are a great team. They are a great, great team. I love the new theme for Bray. It's still Viking experience to me, damn it. How was that pin legal? Good question. Young called Viking Raiders Hanson and Rowe. Oh, did she? I didn't hear. Ah, there's a graphic! There's a graphic! The Firefly Funhouse tonight! There's a little, look at that little picture of Bray. Oh, yes! Firefly Funhouse gets a little graphic at the bottom. Love it. Love it. Oh, it's the only thing I'm watching for. I don't care about anything else. Yes. We're really glad that you're our friend, 'cause this is a friendship that'll never ever end. We're really glad that you're our friend, 'cause this is a friendship that'll never ever end. Yes. You saw the picture of Bray. He looked skinny. He has lost some weight, in all fairness. I love it. Look at that. People singing the song. Daisy's night has been saved by a graphic. Yes. Yeah. If it's good, if the Firefly Funhouse thing is good, what I'm hoping for, I want a few answers. I want to know, where has Abby the Witch come from? Where have these characters come from? What is Bray trying to achieve? How have we gone from the old Bray to this Bray? How has that happened? I'd love to get an answer on that. And I would love some kind of new person like Nikki Cross. You know, like how you get a postman or something at the door. Who's that at the door? It's Frugal Jr. Like we get something like that. I want something like that. In all fairness, I don't think it can fail. What would be amazing if he would like teach us shapes or something like this? Could you imagine learn with Bray? Like this week we're going to learn shapes. This is a triangle. This is And he just goes through like lots of different shapes. I'd love that. I feel like he could go into something quite demonic at that point, but I can't think of a demonic shape. I've always thought the rhombus is quite demonic. I can't even say the word. That's how demonic it is. Only good thing on tonight's Raw will be the Firefly Funhouse. What if WWE made a Firefly Funhouse TV show and then WWE superstars could be guests? That would be amazing. What was the rabbit in the intro? I think the rabbit is the rabbit from the rocking horse, because there was a rabbit on that rocking horse, and that rocking horse was like crushing other animals. So it was quite sinister. But that's the only rabbit I remember from the promos. Obviously, we don't know the name of the rabbit. I think it's called Rabbit the Rabbit. But yeah, let's get some answers. A pentagon is a demonic shape. Good point. Good point. Yes, Pentagon. And then they can bring out Pentagon Jr. Oh my god, that's what they're doing. They're bringing out the Lucha Brothers, aren't they? They've stolen them from AEW, and this is how they're going to make their debut. They're going to make their debut on the Firefly Funhouse. Oh, I'm so excited! Yes! My package is a demonic shape. Wow. Oh, hello. We've got an advert for Sonic here. Bray could teach you how to cut down trees with his chainsaw. Yes. So many things like numbers, colours, shapes. I just feel like it's endless. Yes, we are the new Wyatt family with Days as our leader. I don't know what this Sonic advert is about, but it's about the Iconics, but I don't understand what it's got to do with Sonic. I have no idea what that was about. No idea at all. Right, Alexa Bliss, Money in the Bank, reveals. We're really glad that you're our friend. Natalya! Come on down! Right, so Natalya, men's, Money in the Bank, women's, Money in the Bank. Okay, so we've got Natalya. Ember. Oh, Dana. Dana Brooke. Big opportunity for Dana. I don't think she was on that graphic. I don't think the rumoured lineups were true. I don't mind Dana. She's been on the main roster a long time. Okay, there's a bit of bickering. I wonder if Alexa's going to be in this. Who's next? Naomi. We're going to feel the glow. Naomi is in the women's Money in the Bank. She's amazing. Yeah, good for you. Who's the last person? Right, so Naomi's just talking about how she wants to be the Raw Women's Champion. I think out of all of these, I would like Dana to win it so far. I feel like the only way Dana is going to win the title is if she's got the Money in the Bank. Alexa says that these three should be ashamed. Is it going to be Alexa? Just waiting to find out who the next person is. Oh, come on. Just do it. Who is it? It's going to be Alexa. There we go. Alexa. Alexa Bliss in the match. So those graphics, no idea where they've come from. But I don't think Alexa was on there. And I don't think Dana Brooke was on there. And Braun Strowman earlier wasn't on there. There we go. Alexa is in the Money in the Bank. Oh, why? Cat fight. I don't mind Alexa winning. She's been on the sidelines for a long time, so giving her the briefcase I think would be cool. There's a bit of bickering between them at the moment. Okay. I think we've got a match tonight. Alexa against Naomi. Yeah? Naomi against Alexa tonight? That could be fun. They're talking about the Firefly Funhouse. Is this the new one? Is this the new one or is this the old one? What's happening? Is this the new... Oh, it's the new one! Calm down, everyone! He's painting! Oh my god, he's painting! Bonjour! Ah! What is he painting? Already brilliant. Already. There's the sombrero again! No one can ever truly hurt you.
What's up, Ray? Are you painting over there, dude?
Ah!
Would you like to see?
This is the best thing ever! Wow. He's painted the fire at the compound and that's gone on to the missing!
This is no time for games.
Why is that voice different? Yowie wowie!
Have the witches awake.
Did we catch the name of the rabbit?
What did I tell you about fooling around in the funhouse?
What?
Learn your lesson from last time, did you? You were a very bad boy. Whoa. Take it easy, Abby. That's all in the past. Besides,
Abby's really laying into Bray here.
for what I did, I mean, all of you forgive me, right?
Yay! I forgive him.
Just keep it down while I'm trying to get my beauty rest.
Why is that voice different?
That's Abby the Witch. She's a bit of a sociopath.
Sociopath. Is sociopath word of the day?
I think you're right.
Yeah.
Sociopath is the word of the day.
Sociopath word of the day? Sociopath.
P-A-T-H. Sociopath.
Oh, I love it.
I think that's all the time we have.
Sociopath word of the day.
As always, I'll light the way. And all you have to do
Is let me in.
is let me in. See ya.
The little rabbit thing's waving. Did we catch the name of the rabbit? You're our friend. This is a friendship that'll never ever end. Yes! Yes, yes, yes! Corey Graves says he didn't want to sleep again anyway. Oh, it did not disappoint. We got a new character. So much to talk about. So much to talk about. Oh, I loved it. I loved it. I loved it. It was so good. Oh, sociopath being the word of the day is incredible. Man, where do you even start with that? New character, didn't catch his name. Love the fact that Bray was painting. Love the fact he had a little French beret on as well. And I love the fact that it was connected to his past. So he was painting the Wyatt compound that got burnt down by Randy Orton. So there's clearly still connections to the past. I don't know why he would be painting that, and why was that picture missing from the wall. So I feel like we can say that the woman on the wall is Sister Abigail, because he's clearly painting pictures from his past, and that's a woman that's next to it. So I feel like that isn't Nikki Cross. I feel like it is Sister Abigail. That's the picture on the wall. Then he's painted the compound that's burnt down. Why was the voice different for Abby the Witch? So why did they didn't? Because surely they recorded all of that in the same time. Like they didn't do it each week or a different one each day. They just did a load in the one go. So why did they change the voice? She was very angry as well. Does she change her voice depending on what mood she's in? Is it a case that if she's shouting at Bray, she's got a different voice to when she's, we're going back to that hurt and heal thing. Now, we didn't see that, but maybe they're playing a little bit on that. Perhaps there's something more with the whole sociopath thing. There's something more connected with all of that. So I think it's very, very interesting that she had a different voice. And it wasn't a voice I recognised. It's not as if I could go, oh yeah, that's Nikki Cross. It just wasn't anything like it. Love the whole word of a day thing. And the fact that it's such a dark word. We still got the kids cheering and everything like that. I definitely need to watch it again. Definitely need to watch it again. But there is a lot to kind of dissect from those few minutes. And it is as good. I think what I absolutely love about it is you could just watch it and just go, what was that? What was that? And not really explore the meanings behind it. but I feel like it is littered with Easter eggs. I feel like it is littered with meaning. Because he painted that picture for a reason. They changed that voice for a reason. There's so much going on. So much going on. And I really want to figure out why they're doing a lot of what they're doing. I can't wait to watch that back. I cannot wait to watch that back. Ah, it was good. It was incredible. Google the definition of sociopath. Was it Bray's voice? What? The witch? Abby the witch? We're really glad that you're our friend. This is a friendship that'll never ever end. Oh, so good. So good. Too good. So good, I don't even know what I'm writing. I am writing Alexa Bliss versus Naomi. And Alexa Bliss is wrestling in very unusual ring attire. It's basically like leather trousers. I think they're leather trousers. Flat shoes. It's not wrestling attire. It's not the kind of thing she normally competes in. She's just desperately trying to tie up her shoelaces. Amy Ames, thank you very much. I think it was Bray's voice. The definition of sociopath is Jake Paul. My God, could you imagine if Jake Paul's about to make an appearance? I had so much fun. To be honest, the witch's voice sounded like Abyss, just with a pitch change. It's a good point. Who is Alexa Bliss? That is Alexa's sister, but thankfully Alexa is here now, so there we go. Days Bray Wyatt is like the Cartman of WWE. What did you... Let me know. What did people think? Did anyone pick up on anything? Was there anything in there that we might have missed out on? What did you think? Firefly Funhouse, 5 out of 10. Only a 5 for the Funhouse. I mean, I will admit that it was going to be difficult to follow the first week. So the first week had that surprise element. So you didn't even know it was coming. It just happened last week. So it was always going to be difficult to follow that. But I think there was enough in this. We got a new character with the rabbit behind the TV. So that was completely new. And I love the fact he was painting and we got a bit of an answer to the missing picture. I love the fact they changed the voice on the witch, as I said. Sociopath being word of the day, I think, is a big clue. I think that's a big clue. Bray Wyatt. Is Bray Wyatt now a sociopath? Her lace is undone again? She absolutely should not wrestle in these shoes again. So her laces just keep coming undone. Does she not know how to do her laces? I would love Naomi to tell Alexa your laces are undone again. Or stand on her laces. Make her pay for not wearing good footwear. I think Mercy had gone out for milk. Oh, yeah. I picked up that maybe Abby is short for Abigail. Yep. The rabbit's name is Rambling. Is that true? They went to action too early. We missed 134 seconds of it. There was a Mexican hat hanging on the wall. That was there last week, yes. Did you see the face Bray made before he said bye? Was it a bit sinister? I think there is a sociopath vibe going on. Probably announced it so it wasn't skipped like last week. Days the rabbit is Remy. That is what I pick. 2 of the letters in sociopath wasn't coloured like the others. Whoa! what were those letters? Because you've got to know every decision they're making for a reason. So I would definitely want to go back and have a look at that. Heel equals Mercy, hurt equals Abby. You think Mercy is hurt? Maybe Abby is hurt? Do you think the rabbit is heel? There we go. Let's set to do her laces up again. The time of day was different. Ooh, the spirit of Sister Abigail went into the witch's doll. Didn't her soul burn when Orton burnt down the compound? Well, we thought so. So Alexa actually takes her shoes. Rear end. Bliss is in trouble. Moonsault. 1, 2, 3. Alexa Bliss loses. Rambling Rabbit. Oh my god, it's Rambling Rabbit. What's Rambling Rabbit got to do with it? Abby, Mercy, and Rambling? Why would they go with Rambling Rabbit? What's Rambling got to do with anything? Mercy's name's after an old wrestler. I don't think that's true. I think people are reading too much into Waylon Mercy. I don't think he's connected at all. It was Abby the Witch, and now no one knows the name of the rabbit. It was Rambling Rabbit. Okay. What if this is all part of Bray's dream? The letters were I and T. Dominic's back! I reckon they're doing tonight what we were meant to get at WrestleMania. There's a reason why Dominic's back. Abigail might have survived the fire. Mercy just might be a tribute. Rambling Rabbit is actually a... I can't even pronounce that word. If Abby is hate, Mercy could heal. He definitely hears something, doesn't he? We learnt that last week. So who is talking to him? Love it. The fact that there is something for us to digest, talk about, theorize over. That's what makes it work. Becky Lynch on her way. Bray rambles in his promo. I think they're just making it like a TV show and Bray's a psycho. And there's not all of these super hidden meanings. Yeah, maybe. What if Bray is dreaming all of this and the Firefly Funhouse is not real? Yep. I picked up that when Bray said, "I'll light the way," he painted a picture of the Wyatt compound house. Do you think they're going back there? Right, we've got Becky Lynch versus... Oh, actually, it's going to be Becky Lynch, Charlotte, Lacey, promo. Boom. Who are the kids that cheer Well, I'm guessing they're just kids in the audience. I mean, I'm guessing they're trying to make out that it's in front of a live audience. But I bet there's no audience there. Draw Bray Wyatt, Daniel Jones. What if they are all Wyatt family reunited, but they are all friendly? Does it have something to do with Randy Orton, since Randy burnt the Wyatt compound? Don't know. I don't know. Maybe Bray is delusional, thinking he is the host of a children's show whilst he's in a padded room in a straight... That could be true. Yeah, that could be true. Yeah, Bray is a sociopath, and Mercy, Abby, and Ramblin' Rabbit are in his head. I think the kids are in his head. What if the Wyatt compound and Firefly Funhouse are the same thing? Did you see Sister Abigail looking through the mirror on the burning house? I did see someone in the window, which I believe... That's a good point. Who was in the window? Is it up yet? Is it on YouTube? Sometimes they're quite quick at getting that up. Let's have a look. Have they got it up on YouTube yet? We're at commercial break, so... YouTube. We're really glad that you're a friend. This is a friendship that'll never ever end. Right. We have got... It is struggling. Let's go to WWE. Mercy the Buzzard represents the flock. The flock is the Wyatt family. Abby represents his solo career. And Ramblin' Rabbit represents his time out of WWE. Sister Abigail was in the window. Yeah. What if we don't forgive Bray? That's a good point. It is not up on the channel yet. If you look closely, before Bray says, all you have to do is let me in, his face becomes serious for a second. It's interesting. Becky is in the ring. I am going to have to go back and watch that. Dissect it. It's me again. Bray will light the way to the compound if Abby lets him in. Because she's locked in. Yeah, I mean, look, fire can't kill a soul, can it? So she was already dead. So I don't know. I'm guessing Bray painted that picture of Sister Abigail. Becky Two Belts is the chant, by the way. He does a weird hand motion when he says, let him in. Days, Ramblin' Rabbit sounded like Big E. Maybe you've got your heel turn. Man, if Big E turns out to be Abigail the Witch, I will be surprised. Maybe it's the voices in his, like, Randy Orton's entrance music. Bray needs a Snickers. He's just not himself when he's hungry. Maybe he painted the real compound and the fire set something free. Yeah, Bray Wyatt turning up all like Bob Ross was hilarious. And he wears a beret very well. Becky. He said he was painting his repressed feelings. If they're repressed, then clearly he's not got over the burning of the compound. Abby the Witch. This is boring. Just listening to people chant Becky 2 belts while she smiles is not entertainment. No worries, the Viper 80. Nails and NY says, I'm not into Becky. I'm not into Becky either, dude. We're really glad that you're our friend. This is a friendship that'll never ever end. Just remember this. Good for you. Becky says that she's got Charlotte's number. This is a bit boring. Hard to follow that Funhouse, though. I gotta be honest. Very hard to follow the Funhouse. We're really glad that you're a friend. I feel like I'm being taken over. I really do think I'm being taken over by the Funhouse. Love what WWE is doing with Bray Wyatt. Yeah. You love that song. I do. We'll do the Wheel of Fun. The next commercial break. This is a friendship that'll never ever end. Boring Becky will never have the Queen's number. Boring Becky. I might be officially turning on Becky Lynch. Her Twitter game is good. So Becky's calling out Lacey Evans. We've got an hour to go, and sadly, we've already had the Funhouse. She's come out dressed like Popeye. If she can't do what she does on Twitter when it's the real deal, it's pointless. What belt has that guy in the crowd got? There's a guy in the crowd that's got a really cool belt, but it's not a WWE belt. He's on the entranceway. It's got like a green strap. It looks like really nice. Refs have had to split up Becky and Lacey. They're fighting on the outside. We're really glad that you're our friend. This is boring and I want it to end. So they're brawling, they're on the floor. What if Bray made Abby so Sister Abigail can be in it? Yeah. They're still fighting on the outside, by the way. We've not had Charlotte Flair. It's just Becky and Lacey Evans. Let them fight is the chant from the crowd. There's a guy in the front row that's got a sign that says, I want a hug from the man. I think, has Becky got a bit of blood on her lip? God, she bleeds easy, doesn't she? I thought we were meant to be getting Charlotte tonight. Do you think Lacey could pull it off? Maybe. I thought it was a terrible idea because Lacey Evans wasn't really used that well down in NXT. She just wasn't really a main player. And then they brought her up. Everyone was quite surprised. But she's starting to feel like a big deal. I will give her that. Yes, I did see they've got Firefly Funhouse t-shirts, but they're awful. How long until they start selling the puppets? How long do you think it's gonna be? We're really glad that you're a friend. Ryder and Hawkins versus Revival. Bray fears Abby. His face looked like he was begging for us to forgive him. I don't want the Firefly Funhouse t-shirt. I don't think it's very good. If it looked better, I would definitely order it. I'm saying it here first. Lacey Evans, new Raw Women's Champion. Really glad that you're I got that in my head. Guys, you need to be on board with the Firefly Funhouse. Otherwise, you are not going to enjoy these streams because it is in my head, which means I am pretty sure I am going to be singing that song all the time. And analysing it. Get them all sitting behind you. Vince is a big fan of Lacey Evans and predicts she will win at Money in the Bank. Days, your Funhouse was epic. Oh, thank you very much, dude. Days, we need Bray to go around the locker room asking wrestlers for forgiveness. And when they say no, Abby the Buzzard and the Rabbit tell Bray to get them. but only Bray can see and hear them. That could be fun. That could be fun. That could be fun. Raw is all about the tag matches. X Pugsley says it's in my head as well. Oh man, I meant to do the Wheel of Fun. It's the Wheel of Fun. Everybody loves the Wheel of Fun. What was that? Is that the wheel? It's the Wheel of Fun. Ba-dum-bum. Wheel of Fun time. Right. Where is Mojo? You're absolutely right. Where is Mojo Rawley? I just saw someone saying. I've got the Rockers theme music in my head for some reason. I saw pictures of Marty Jannetty. He didn't look great at that For the Love of Wrestling convention. Did anyone go to that? Did anyone go to the For the Love of Wrestling in Liverpool? I've heard mixed reports. Some people said it was okay. Some people said it was great. We're really glad that you're our friend, and this is a friendship that'll never, ever end. 3 packs of Slam Attacks. 3 packs of Slam Attacks. There we go. They will go to the 18th person that gives me the word. I can't do that. I'm going to do it. Sociopath. It's the word of the day. So the 18th person that gives me the word of the day, sociopath. Now, I appreciate you might not spell it correctly. I would struggle. But if I can see that it is clearly sociopath, and that's the word that you've tried to write, then that will be good enough for me. I'm worried that we're all excited and WWE will go nowhere with the Funhouse. Well, the guy that directs it says that he is excited for us to see what comes next. And we heard Yowie Wowie again, didn't we? So that is a catchphrase now. Yowie Wowie on a t-shirt with the little Funhouse logo. That would be great. That would do the job. Yowie Wowie! Love it. Oh, God, I love it. Here we go. Word of the day, everyone. Sociopath. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, let me double check it. Well done, RKG Kenny. Well done, RKG Kenny. RKG Kenny. Send me your address, dude, at wrestlingdays or wrestlingdays@gmail.com. wrestlingdays@gmail.com. Corey's cut his hair. I haven't noticed that. WWE YouTube is being so slow at getting the Funhouse up. Shout out James Barry. Bold prediction. Seth beats AJ and turns. What if AJ turns? What if AJ turns and joins up with Gallows and Anderson like the chat was saying earlier? Do you think Mojo will be in the Firefly Funhouse? No. No. We're really glad that you're our friends. Here we go. Hawkins and Ryder against the Revival. What happened in the Funhouse? What happened in the Funhouse? Days, why do we act like 5-year-olds when the Funhouse? Because it's the only good thing on the show. It's and you can analyze it. That's what I love about it. If it was just some silly little kids thing, then I wouldn't be into it. But there's a reason why Bray painted the compound. There's a reason why Abby the Witch is called Abby the Witch. There's a reason why they changed her voice. There's a reason why the rabbit is called Rambling. There's all of these decisions have to be made for a reason. And you can just see that it is dripping in Easter eggs. I mean, most obvious one being the fact that he hears voices, hurt and heal. So there's clearly something going on there. Also, the fact that he's got that yowie wowie catchphrase. The fact that he painted the compound on fire. These aren't accidents. This is scripted. This is planned. This is going somewhere. I'm going to say it now. Normally, I don't have confidence in WWE. But so far, I love what I've seen with the Funhouse. The Rambling Rabbit. We're really glad that you're a friend. This is a friendship that will never ever end. Dave, someone else has put Firefly Funhouse on YouTube. I'll wait for the WWE one because usually the sound and the picture's not brilliant. On like other ones. I'm going to wait for the and hopefully that'll be up before our stream ends, because if it is, then I can get the reaction video up and I really want to just watch it. I swear, if Bray wears Steve's green shirt from Blue's Clues next week, when his hands move like that, that's how Bray used to move when he was so-called evil. We didn't get the gloves this week, that's true. Shout out to Dion. They should put Zoo Wee Mama on the t-shirts. Why can't we get a new episode tomorrow? I know. Maybe he's going to heal Randy Orton for burning the compound. Maybe. Will he have a new finisher? Yeah, well, yeah, maybe. Maybe his finisher will be the same, but it's now called Abby the Witch rather than Sister Abigail. I want to know what his entrance is like. I'm so on board. Do you know what these promos do? They make him feel bigger than just a normal suit. Like, he feels more important to me than Ricochet or Aleister Black. They should be doing this kind of stuff with Aleister Black as well. Not the Funhouse stuff, but like darker stuff. In a graveyard or whatever. Or maybe surrounded by voodoo or something like that. That could be cool. How do you watch Raw live on the network? You can't. Firefly's been uploaded. Not on the WWE one, it hasn't. Why are they showing them on SmackDown? Is he a free agent? I think so, because we don't know where he's been drafted to. Ryder and Hawkins get the win on Revival. Horrible. Horrible. They've put it up. People are saying they've put it up, but why can't I see it? We're really glad that you're a friend. I haven't got it yet, guys. He says all you have to do is, like, he is definitely showing traces of his old self. Backstage with The Miz. Days, it's a lot of people telling me, but for some reason I've got it here and it's not showing on mine yet. I'll keep an eye. Yes, it's up now. To be honest, I can't. I do just want to watch that. I do just want to watch that. I do not care about the next 40 minutes of Raw. I just want to watch the Firefly Funhouse again. I'd be more than happy to do that. If I wasn't streaming, I don't know if I might skip the end, you know? That's bad, isn't it? If I wasn't streaming, I think I might just go and watch that and analyse that. I'm just not into this. I'm just not into this Raw. I just think this has been a horrible Raw. Horrible Raw. Really dull. We're really glad that you're... If you're watching and you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe. I think we might have gained 100 subs during the stream, which is amazing. Was not expecting that, but I'm sure it ticked over to 135 just before the stream started. So yeah, we're 13 away. That is amazing. Thank you to everyone that has joined us. Watch Bray's hands. It's like he's doing a Jedi mind trick. Now, actually, in the description's quite important. Let's read the description. Rambling Rabbit. Okay, so it says Rambling Rabbit drops in as Bray Wyatt expresses himself artistically and introduces the word of the day. So that's what it says on the description for this week. Last week, an altogether different Bray Wyatt introduces his special friends at the Firefly Funhouse. God, it's so good. So good. No worries, Liam Costa. Shout out James Barry. Jack Cunningham saying it is a filler Raw. It really is. It really is a filler Raw. You're absolutely right. Hopefully we get something good at the end. I mean, I know we're getting a showdown between Seth and AJ. You're the UK YouTuber dream. The missing picture is now up. It is. I know. The missing picture is now up. You're absolutely right. Do you know what? I really think the people that didn't get it last time, I really think they're starting to get it. I think they're starting to come on board. I saw a lot of people hating on it last week. I don't expect to see that this week. I really think people are going to start to embrace it, start to understand it, start to enjoy it for what it is. I've got my reaction video for it lined up. Man, so excited. I just want to watch it. Not the reaction video. Although I will watch that as well. But I just want to watch the Firefly Funhouse again. a little bit on Jimmy Hart here. Why has Jimmy Hart got a little thing? I like this. Some kind of advert, but it's great. Oh man, I think they just showed the first Intercontinental belt that was green. That's why you got to keep an eye on this, because you can see some crazy stuff. Greg the Hammer Valentine just had the green Intercontinental Championship belt. A lot of people don't even know that exists. Sami Zayn's in the ring. Yeah. We did look at some images last week. So Sami's saying he's done a lot of soul searching. What happens that Finn Balor came into your house like... What? I wish they'd do more with Sami. Well, they're clearly doing something with Sami. Psychological entitlement. I think this is very difficult for him because it feels like the same thing week after week. No, it's a bit boring. That's why people are booing. What is... I don't know what he's going on about. He runs down Lexington, Kentucky. Vince just berating the fans through Sami. If the two leaked photos of the Money in the Bank were fake, that could mean that Babel might not even be in the match. Who's Babel? Watching the new Firefly Funhouse on YouTube because I don't have cable. Enjoy it, dude. That's what I'm saying. I've seen this from Sami before. I'm mad at the fans. I'm not feeling this. Okay, so he says he doesn't owe any of us anything. Are you going to do this week's breakdown like last week? Yeah, I will have a look at it. Avengers was awesome, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I know. I gotta be honest, this feels like filler. Really feels like filler. Sami's asking, should he quit WWE? Quitting WWE. So Sami says quitting WWE would be amazing. His filler every week. Days, do you personally know Vegan? Only through messages. He didn't say his catchphrase. Who? Bray? Bray said yowie wowie. That was horrible. Horrible. Challenge accepted. Looking forward to delivering another best in the world beat-in. So Shane versus Miz at Money in the Bank. Right, here comes Samoa Joe. So we're going to get Samoa Joe. Now, I think this could be quite interesting. I think Samoa Joe against Rey Mysterio. I think we're about to see the match that we was meant to get at WrestleMania. I feel like injuries got in the way. And it's no surprise to me that we've had Dominic backstage tonight. I was like, when Kevin Owens returned, he wasn't a heel, but then Sami, and he was a heel, just spoke to Big O. Yeah. I think Sami forgot to tell everyone to go to hell this time. Shout out to Dawn. This makes me want to turn it to YouTube and watch the Firefly Funhouse again. I know. It's that was not good from Sami. I just felt like it was flat, same as what we'd heard before. I'm not seeing any kind of character development. There was nothing really interesting in there. It just felt like they've sent him out to say a few words. He's very passionate, and he does deliver it with vigor. Like, he clearly does have something that he wants to say, but yeah, it's not quite right for me. So they need to just make a few changes there. Shane versus Miz in a steel cage. Yep, Sami's promos are great, but getting repetitive. Is it a title match? I don't think they've announced if this is a title match or not. Logan Nero, you're going to win both. Yeah, I like the fact it's in a cage. Gotta be honest, I am a fan of that. I think that's very exciting. Sami's promos are just getting boring. I'm watching the Funhouse. It is great. We don't have any mod vacancies, dude. I am actually trying to watch a little bit of it back. Just watching when Rambling Rabbit reappeared. It is so good. It is good. Are you uploading your reaction to the Firefly Funhouse? I will be. It won't go up yet. I mean, I've still got to put it all together. But yeah, that will go up. Who could Sami feud with? Who could Sami feud with the crowd? I think he would be outnumbered. Yeah, I don't think Sami versus the crowd is a very good idea. But yeah, I mean, Sami just looks a little bit lost to me. I'm very interested in this next match. I mean, there's only, 28 minutes left? But I am very interested in this next match. Because as I said, I think we're going to get what we were meant to get at the WrestleMania. I think we were robbed at WrestleMania because of injuries. And I wonder if Dominic, who we've just seen backstage, I wonder if he's going to get involved somehow. I don't know why they keep showing him. Clearly, he's got some part of this story. Right, let's go back. Joe. Joe's going to say a few words first. Shout out to Walid. Samoa Joe says that Rey Mysterio's son looks ashamed. Again, mentions of Dominic here. Why do they keep mentioning Dominic? So I'm still... I don't know if this is for the title. Very passionate promo from Joe. Very passionate. Okay, here comes Mysterio. I like Samoa Joe on the mic. Yes. Shout out to the Beast Slayer. Favorite tag team? Favorite tag team would probably be... probably the Road Warriors. Like, of all time. Rey gets thrown to the outside. Seated senton on the outside. Rey goes over, lands on Joe. Joe did get his knees up. I think we've got this, and then I think we've got the... is it a contract signing between Seth and AJ? Why did you get rid of the beard? I had to, dude, because I lost a forfeit. So I had to shave it off a couple of weeks ago. All time, that's tough. Demolition. Demolition were cool, but I just think the Road Warriors achieved a lot more in other companies as well. So, I mean, they had great careers all over the world. I have a question. What would your name be if you joined WWE? Rambling Rabbit 2. Rambling Rabbit 2, that's what they would call me. The father of Rambling Rabbit. I am Rambling Rabbit's dad. Is someone turning heel during the contract signing? That's a good question. It could be Seth Rollins. I've got a feeling AJ Styles though. I do think someone needs to turn. I really do, because it doesn't really work if you've got face versus face. You kind of need a heel. You need someone for people to be cheering. Don't know. We're still, for those wondering, we're still at commercial break. Just waiting to go back. We've currently got Samoa Joe against Rey Mysterio. And it's been a horrible Raw. It's been a filler Raw. I think you could sum this Raw up by watching that Sami Zayn promo. It needs to be his AJ. His character's getting stale. Yes. First Mattel figure I got, that was Paige with the 2 belts. I can't remember, Paige Elite 30 something. I was quite late getting into Mattel figures. I didn't start getting them till like 2016. Days, is the Funhouse theme better than Billie Eilish? You should see me in a crown. Very similar. Very similar. I expect to hear Billie Eilish do some kind of cover of the Funhouse theme song. Back live. Rey firing kicks in on Samoa Joe. Can't see Dominic anywhere. Don't know if he's in the crowd. Maybe he's in the front row or something like that. I do feel like he's going to get involved. So Corey Graves says that because he's lasted longer than he did at WrestleMania, this is a moral victory for Rey already. I think Rey would like an actual victory. Mysterio apparently called it one of the most demoralizing losses he ever suffered. He's down at the moment, but he's doing much better than he did at WrestleMania, even though he's losing, but he gets out of the way of that. Mysterio seated senton. Gets the ropes, ducks underneath. Basement drop kick. Nice. Moonsault, springboard moonsault from Mysterio. Gets caught by Samoa Joe. Planted though. Goes through a cover. Can't get it. Samoa Joe a little bit dazed. Rey Mysterio goes back into the corner. Around the houses. Samoa Joe into the turnbuckle. He's got him up. He's got him set up for the 619. Oh, no, can't do it. Plants him. Samoa Joe plants Rey. Roll up by Rey. Mysterio gets the win. And is that his kid? Is that Dominic coming out on the entrance stage? There we go, look. That was a bit awkward. Picks him up, he's got him on his shoulders. If I was to put my dad on my shoulders, I'd collapse. I'd collapse as well. Billie Eilish's new song, You Should See Me in the Firefly Funhouse. You should see me in the Firefly Funhouse. Firefly Funhouse. Firefly Funhouse. You should see me in a firefly. Yes. Joe's going to kill him now at Money in the Bank. This Raw is not amazing. A Dominic heel turn? Well, I mean, I've not even heard that he's signed or anything like that, so I don't really understand what they're doing. But I'm just saying that was quite awkward. Hello, Team Rocket 321. Days, did you see Dusty finish during the Miz Shane Cage match? Do I see a Dusty finish? Could be. Wheel of Fun? Probably a bit late for this, so we'll do it at the next commercial break. So, Wheel of Fun at the next commercial break. I'm pretty sure we've just got this final 15 minutes that's going to be the Seth thing. Seth and AJ contract signing. Daisy should be a commentator for WWE. I do think that would be fun. I would definitely be interested in exploring that, but I probably should do a bit of like commentating if I was to pursue that on like the indie scene or something first. And I'd probably have to be good at it. So yeah, there's like quite a few barriers that I'd need to overcome. This is the last ad. What? There's not another one after this. Dominic will be Samoa Joe's real kid. Who is your favourite from the Firefly Funhouse? Honestly, I probably the rabbit. I'm really a big fan of Ramblin' Rabbit. Big fan. I have been for years. Big fan of Ramblin' Rabbit. Right, let's see what's going to go down as we go into this final segment. You can kill a flower. You can kill a flower? I don't think those are the words. AJ Styles and Seth Rollins contract. I mean, look, contract signings always go well, don't they? There's never anything, never any issues at a contract signing. This is going to be absolutely fine. Mark my words. Are we going to get some kind of crazy turn? AJ Styles. Yep. Please let AJ turn heel. Days, do you listen to Beatles? I don't listen to Beatles anymore. I used to listen a lot as a kid. But I think I've just heard everything too much now. AJ making his way down. They don't want none. I do like AJ's attire, black with gold. It does look classy. The man that slayed the beast. Cancel Raw and replace it with 3 hours of Firefly Funhouse. Ooh, Bray interferes. I feel like it'd be a bit too soon. I don't think we're gonna see Bray until after. I don't even know when Money in the Bank is. I think it's still like a good 20 odd days away. Perhaps we're not gonna see Bray until after then. What WWE wrestler do I look like? I probably look like Cesaro. I've been told that quite a bit. Here comes Seth. Someone called the fire brigade. This place is going to get burnt down. 3 subs away as well. 3 subs away. Whoa! Final result. Did we just do a 30-minute Iron Man Universal Championship poll only for it to end 50-50? That's amazing. That is amazing. They've got 9 minutes. AJ's never held the Universal. AJ says he's proud of what he achieved on SmackDown. AJ says the craziest fans are on Raw. He seems really, genuinely, he seems pumped to be on Raw. AJ says he's always liked Seth. Good guy. Ooh, he wants the Universal Championship. He is the Universal Champion. That's a good point from AJ. AJ says, how many times has it been said that Seth Rollins is the new AJ Styles? I can't sense any turns or anything yet. AJ is acting cocky. I'm thinking turn. Don't know. I think a heel AJ would be cool. But I think AJ sells a lot of merchandise. I don't know if the both of these guys do. I don't know if they'd want to turn either heel. I think they shift too much merch. Nice. Seth says, this isn't the house you built. This is Monday Night Rollins. Good line. AJ will turn heel. Thank you, Hockey and WWE Fan 87. Five minutes. This has got to be leading somewhere. There's a burn it down chant. Nice. AJ says, I've no doubt we're going to burn it down, but I'll build it back up. AJ doesn't think Seth's got much left. Shout out to Luis Hernandez. AJ's doing a lot of talking here. It will end with a handshake. Well, we've got 4 minutes to find out. AJ signs the contract. I'm not sure. I'm not getting lost in this. I can't say that I'm really gripped by this promo. It's been a few good lines, but this is like the biggest match they can make. This is their Omega versus Okada. Seth signing the contract. AJ grabs the belt. AJ handing the belt over to Seth. There's real tension. He sticks out his hand. Seth holds the title up in AJ's face. AJ nods, smiles. Bit of trash talking. AJ hits Seth. Seth fighting back, knee to the midsection. Boots AJ to the outside. Suicide dive by Seth. Bit of a flat finish. Really flat show. Still going. AJ is looking for that phenomenal forearm. Hits it. Puts Seth through the table. AJ turned. I'm not sure if he turned. I'm not sure you can say it was a turn. Boom, there we go. Done. Terrible Raw. It was terrible. It was a terrible, terrible Raw. Really not much to get excited about there. The only positive thing is the fact that I really think that tomorrow's SmackDown is going to be much, much better. I really do. I really think tomorrow's going to be much, much better. We finally got to that 100 as well. I can see there's still a minute left on the poll. So just waiting for that to wrap up. Let's try and get this wheel in. Right, it's the Wheel of Fun. Everybody loves the Wheel of Fun. What was that? Is that the wheel? It's the Wheel of Fun. Ba-dum-bum. Right, this is our Wheel of Fun, our last Wheel of Fun. The poll is plending. Let's spin this wheel round. There we go. See what it lands on. Giveaway! Right, giveaway time. Man, that's 2 giveaways on the same stream. So we are going to give away another kids magazine. Like, honestly, I think I've got about 6 of these. I don't even know. But, yeah, these are going to go quick. Once they're gone, they're gone. I do not have an endless supply of these. So, yeah, once we get through the magazines, I actually don't know what the giveaways will be then. So, yeah, not many of these. We've got the key ring, the gold medal, giant poster, fridge magnet. You can now get this worldwide. If you click on the Kids Magazine video on the channel, all the details are there. The link and everything is there. This is now available worldwide. So, okay, we are going to give this away to the 10th person that gives me the word Firefly. 10th person that gives me the word Firefly. Nice and simple. Here we go. 10th person that gives me the word Firefly. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That goes to Nando. Well done, Nando. Well done, Nando. Send me over your address. And well done, everyone else. Well done, Logan Nero. Logan Nero is our new champion as well. So there we go. Awesome, guys. Thanks a lot for watching. I really do appreciate it. Don't forget, we're back tomorrow. We're back tomorrow for SmackDown Live. And as I said, I genuinely think that tomorrow should be a better show. I think that the storytelling on SmackDown is usually better than what we get on Raw. So we will be back for that. Of course, it'll be a great opportunity to watch the Firefly Funhouse again. I need to go off and upload my reaction video to that. Well done to Nando. Well done to Logan Nero. Thank you for joining us, and I'll see you again tomorrow.